What is good, everybody? It is time to find out the next competitor who is going to be joining Capcom Cup, this time from US West. My name is James Chen, and I am joined alongside by Ringe. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing, man. You know, we get the privilege of calling the Capcom Cup qualifying matches. We get to do it with the premieres, but it's really always a touching thing to do it with your home region, and we get to represent the West Coast today, see who represents with Snake Eyes and that Zangief at Capcom Cup. We got 8 elite competitors today. I'm going to be happy with whoever wins, to be quite honest with you. I think they're going to represent well at Capcom Cup, but it's going to be a bloodbath for sure because all of these players are top-notch, top tier. It's just about whose day it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, coming into this, there's so many storylines coming into this, right? Obviously, the competitors that we've got, Chris T, Noah the Prodigy, Nephew, 801 Strider, all starting on the winner side, thanks to the points that they've managed to gain during the course of World Warrior. And then Chris CCH, JB, Samurai, and Akita coming from the loser side, starting on the loser side, I should say, for this top 8 bracket. And so they're in a tough situation. Those 4 players, they can't lose a single game. But, you know, the players at the top right now sitting pretty. And, I mean, it's like we're starting off the day with Chris T and Noah. I mean, it's just... It's madness right from the get-go.
Yeah, legitimately all of the first round matches in top 8 are going to be absolute slobber knockers. Like, as you mentioned, Noah and Chris T to start, 801 Strider and Nephew to follow. Like, it just keeps going like that, right? And then we get to the losers bracket side of things where there's no second chances. There's no more safety net. It's all on the line, bro. Yeah. It's for Capcom Cup this time, baby. This is the finals for the World Warrior West. Oh, man, I can't wait to get this started.
Yeah, and I see you, Rob TV, in the chat. What's going on, Rob? Hopefully you're going to be here and enjoying some amazing Street Fighter as well. But like I said, some of the storylines coming in here when you look at these players. But before we get to storylines, I just want to mention we do have a matcherino here. Come on, guys, let's get some prize money for these guys over here. These guys are going to give us a show tonight, and because of that, we definitely want to make sure that they get some cash for that. So we are going straight in to claiming the codes. But here it is, Noah the Prodigy. Man. Chris Tarian starting from the get-go. Here we go. Let's go.
Here we go, right? Luke versus Ken, both well represented. And Chris T already with the perfect parry sandblast punish to start. That's a good omen.
Yeah, and you know, just to kind of establish the players, Noah, obviously, the growth that this player has had since his newcomer of the year from EVO, from playing Marvel, and now clearly one of the strongest players in the West Coast now.
This man, Chris T, has practiced against this sandblast animation. I don't think he's let one get not perfect there. Look again, bro. Like, and then right back at you. Both of these players, but they're locked in right now. Oh, the walk forward before the cross cut. Oh, he's playing nice.
Back throw into the corner now. So Chris T off to a great start here.
Oh, and then
checks.
All right.
Just like that. Wow.
This how you look in round 1? What was he doing before this? Like, he looked so warmed up.
I know, right? I mean, whatever he did, I mean, you know, let's all replicate that because he's coming out the gate on fire right now.
What is the training regimen? And then look at that, the whip punish on the money button, the crouch confirm on the combo, corner to corner, wall to wall.
Oh, man.
Boy, he almost got that whip punish as well. Noah burns himself out to take his turn back, but man, he can't find an answer. Ooh, air flash knuckle. He actually aired him there and then juggled off the fireball. Look at Chris.
Yeah, but one of the things about Noah, you know, he'll burn himself out like 7,000 times in a match. I think it was 801 Strider after 1 week we interviewed him, and he's like, I don't know what it is about Noah, but I think like he gets stronger when he's burned out.
He's dazed and confused, bro. The burnout specialist.
Exactly.
Oh, what? He's like, you know what's been working? Me ODing on the block streaks. Let's keep doing it.
I don't know why. I could just hear Chris T in his voice just going, man.
I heard a really it's the really deep voice, huh?
Oh yeah, I can't do a Chris T imitation, dude. My voice can't go that low, dude. I'm sorry. Oh.
And, you know, I like the level 3 because he's going to burn him out, but does that power Noah up? Like we said, who knows?
Yeah.
He'll get to take his turn right now, and he's got no leader, so this is prime time for Chris.
Luke is just such a good character at fighting, even at burnout. Sandblaster allows him to zone a little bit as well, but As you mentioned, Chris has been perfect pairing those sand blasters so well. So I wonder if, oh, wake up shimmy.
Yeah, the whiff punish on the throw attempt. Chris, oh, the delay. Caught him trying to backdash or jump. Couldn't kill him off, but he's in prime position to do so. One anti-air will do it. Tech throw, he doesn't want to get into the corner. That was such good awareness from Chris, right? We see it all the time. People drive rush into a plus frame, then they want to back throw because their back's to the corner. What a tech.
Yeah, I don't want to say that this is Chris T's tournament to lose here. Obviously coming in as one of the favorites, but his story coming into this is crazy because it feels like fate doesn't want him to qualify. His car got broken into before Evo, then he just missed the Capcom Online US West qualifier. So this is like one of his last chances to qualify here. So let's see if he can actually pull it off.
Yeah, that's a great point to bring up, man. He should have been in 2 qualifying tournaments, and yeah, due to unfortunate circumstances, missed both. Now he's got this chance here. Noah looking to snatch his winner's chance away at least.
Yeah, he's burned out, so you can get that light kick follow-up guaranteed. No ODDPs you're worried about, but Noah waking up with those buttons.
Indeed, nice Shoryuken, good reactions, all set from Chris so far. But just as I say that, he gets an execution error, had to be. Now Noah strikes first.
Yep, that's definitely one of those very unfortunate situations there, but happens to us all. So, you know, you move on and you just keep going.
Oh, the hezzy again on the jab. And yeah, you gotta have that short-term memory in the competition, man. There's the back throw. That's what Noah wanted the last game.
Oh, the perfect parry, but it wasn't fast enough to actually punish with the sweep.
He just throws him after the flash knuckle. He didn't perfect parry it, so he still had to hold it. And then there's the muddy button. Noah trying to ride it all the way to a milli. Holds the meter.
All right, drive rush in there for Chris. Now Noah back. God, he is perfect pairing like every single one of those. I don't get it, dude. I don't understand.
For real. And yeah, now Noah's definitely gonna spend it here. Gonna put Chris T on life support in terms of the meter and the drive gauge, or excuse me, the health and drive gauge.
Yeah, but look at Chris's resources right now. Any touch right now can be a death. Oh, he tried. If he had gotten a juggle off of that, he might have been able to find a way to continue the combo with like a EX Dragon Lash, an OG Dragon Lash at level 3 or something. But the trade is going to give Noah game number 2.
Already neck and neck. And Noah also just got second at Festival of Fight, Challenge Festival of Fight, of course, losing to Reynolds in Grand Finals. Who also has his own, you know, story with the CBT premieres and almost qualifying for Capcom Cup, of course.
That's right. And being in Street Fighter League as well. So shout out to Reynolds.
Oh, the jab caught Chris T's check that time. Noah pretty sick with the flash knuckles. Usually pretty perfect with them. I don't see him drop too much.
Chris back. Oh, Ken, he's perfect. Dude, I need someone to collect a stat on the number of perfect parries on Sandblaster from Chris T right now.
I mean, you see that jump back instead of like a cross cut to keep the corner. I like that from Noah. He's gonna punish actually. Might have used the heavy Jinrai. Yeah, I was looking for one of the other lighter versions.
Oh yeah, okay. Noah just wasn't ready for it. He did have the level 1, I think.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, okay.
He did. Like me, I mean, there's an off chance he built it blocking, but I'm pretty sure that's not what happened. I'm pretty sure he had a level 1. That's what I saw, but either way.
Yeah, one of the rare times that we've seen Noah actually, you know, suffer for burning himself out after, you know, like I said, he's usually so good at maintaining that burnout state. Ooh, side switch for free.
Noah's feeling froggy now, though. He did like a whiff parry and crouch medium kick. That's how he got the hit. We'll see what he does now. Again, the back throw, right? He keeps looking for it. Chris, yeah, I wasn't expecting him to dash forward that close to block the stand heavy kick. That's majorly punishable. But my man rising to the skies and knocking him down.
I think Chris just went for a light Jinrai in the middle of there. Just Noah not ready to try to punish before he came out with the light kick follow-up.
Oh, nice check on that. No continuous pressure from Noah. Chris knows the gaps and then gets the confirm. Can't kill, he doesn't go to level 2 confirm, but it's all right. The throw bait does the job.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't just do, you know, strong fierce into level 2, but you know what? It's going to work.
Yeah, exactly right. He had just committed to the Shoryuken too late at that point, because like you said, he could have gone into like Dragon Lash and then you just do level 2 there. But sometimes, you know, when you're locked in like that, right, you're dedicating certain parts to being so sick in the neutral that sometimes other things slip through the cracks, you know?
And there it is, burns himself out again right away. And you know, you're not going to play like this unless you have confidence. And I'm going to tell you right now, Noah is one of the most confident and cocky kind of players that are around in the scene. But I love that. That's the kind of attitude you need to have to be a winner.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, me and you, we appreciate the showmanship. But again, Noah keeps going for these back throws. Chris knows he's caught on, taking every single one, being able to continue his turn after successfully, usually as well. Gets the throw to put himself on set point with a perfect.
Yeah, Noah's been, you know, every time he's got the flash knuckle combo, he's done the jump over instead of the follow up. He's really trying to get out of the corner, so I feel like those back throws are kind of indicative of that, and Chris is definitely catching on.
Oh, nice job, caught Chris waking up with buns that time. Oh, and then the heads, he wasn't ready with the right confirm.
Yeah, the light punch was just a little too far, didn't actually connect. Oh, no perfect parry that time for Chris. God, what a scrub.
Bro,
I mean,
finally, 98% success rate instead of 100. Another crouch confirm. Chris is going to drag him to the corner. He's got 3 bars as well. Another hit's going to hurt.
Oh, yeah, and will almost burn him out, too. So, you know, Chris is... Oh, you know what? Never mind. Noah's going to burn himself out. And see, there you go again. Noah not going for damage. He could have went to a level 3 combo that might have even killed. But he was really adamant about escaping the corner. That wasn't counter hit, so no link for Chris.
And he moves him there, but Noah's ready this time, bruh. Chris has been too successful with it. It's at the forefront of his mind. Noah's got to spin the meter. That's a moral victory for Chris, but you know he wanted that round and that set.
Yeah, but you know, if you're Chris, you're like, you know what? Now you've got no resources. I've got 3 bars. I can just come in and try to be aggressive and first hit maybe to try to go into a level 3. No, not yet. That was a bad starter right there. There's going to be a lot of scaling. Oh, he's going to jump over again? Yep.
Of course, taking the corner again, establishing the spine busters. Luke Anderson.
Oh.
Fish
with these long-range buttons right now. Both of them just trying to catch a stray hit and get something started. But right now, just a hardcore neutral match between these two right now. Oh, what a burnout.
I was going to say, it's getting so tense right now, man. Like, with both players not committing so much. Chris knows the set point. Noah knows. And then again, the perfect parry sandblast punish. We're in the quarter now, man. Noah has been having great timings on defense.
Gotta watch out for potential drive impact. No, he's just gonna go into the level 3 here. It's gonna freeze Noah's gauge a little bit, but I'd be surprised if Chris just goes for a meaty drive impact for the win right now.
Yeah, drive rush pressure instead. He gets the meter back, and the back throw finally connects. Chris tried to check with a button, it looked like.
Noah one-hit wins right now.
And then he whiffs, and there is the one hit you were alluding to, James. Oh, Memphis Music Day. I like this beat.
Yeah, it looked like Chris was all set to advance to the winners finals, but Noah throwing in one little monkey wrench here and says, nah, dude, like, fate says you're not making it into Capcom Cup. You can call me fate right now, dude.
Yeah, this is the man standing in his way. The one rocking the Persona card of fate.
Yeah, nice. Dispersed right through there.
Yeah, meter efficient answer as well, right? The 3-bar drive rush cancel versus the 2-bar OD.
Always a good trade for you on the defensive side. Yeah, that is a guaranteed, of course. There's nothing Ken can do about that. But again, Noah burns himself out, and he has no meter. This is a guaranteed wall splat if Chris can find the right hit. Oh, what a smart
And
choice.
that's even better, because he's not going to get the stun yet, right? He can do it again. He's got 1 bar, but he's not going to react with it. Chris T. I like that. He didn't get too thirsty to immediately do it right. He saw the flash knuckle come out. That's going to net in 2 drive impacts instead. That was big.
Yeah, that was one of those situations if you're Noah. You know Chris is only thinking about drive impact. So when you threw out that flash knuckle, that's going to be a thing that Chris has in his brain to react with, just like the wake up level 1.
Oh, and it burned him out. Great decision from Chris right there.
Oh, overhead.
Another perfect parry on the sandblast. Looked like a little bit too far to punish that time.
Too far for the standing heavy kick. And you know what? Noah's going to build some meter back with this level 2. Oh, and it burned Chris out too.
Put the team on my back.
Oh. Now you're in. Oh, Chris reacted. He had it. It's like no raw drive impacts for you.
De-establishing the fireball. Now Chris is just trying to buy time to get his drive gauge back. Noah gets checked on the way in, and then the jump, but a response anyway. Takes the throw, but Chris has got his drive gauge back. Oh, the hezzy! What timing from Noah offensively. We're going to a final round.
The final game, final round in our first match. Let's go.
Oh man, the timing on that. He caught Chris perfectly.
There are no freebies here for the US West World Warrior Finals.
Oh. And what a start for sure. Oh, he doesn't try. He tried to shimmy him, but Chris T gonna burn himself out. Both players, great day.
Yeah, no special mechanics right now. This is just straight up super turbo mode here.
And he got the cross cut that time. He didn't get the cross cut in the previous round. Starting to clutch it out here, and Noah gets his drive gauge back first and immediately strikes.
Yeah, now look at this. Noah, just a few hits away. Nice DP. But Chris does get his meter back, so he's got the counter drive. Oh, just walks into the stand fierce.
Oh, Noah's not biting on these shimmy attempts. He's just pressing the money button.
Chris finally gets a hit, and the
burnout. He baited it. He baited it.
No. Oh boy. Okay, this is gonna be huge damage, and he has the critical.
He's dead.
Ready to go. Is this gonna kill? Is this gonna kill?
With CA damage and that little chunk taken off, I'm pretty sure Noah's dead. Oh, Chris T into winners finals. What an epic set. Baits out the super when he needed it the most. My goodness, I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better start, obviously, to the World Warrior West. And if you were hesitating on sharing it, yeah, if you were hesitating on sharing it before, you shouldn't be now. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, what a match to start. And you know, both players are just sweating right now. And of course, with every victory comes a devastating loss. So, you know, as relieved as Chris is, Noah just like, no, I was so close.
That's one of those sets that makes me wish we had the player cams, right? Like that, this was like an offline just so I could see the players' reactions, bro. Like, oh my. They left it all on the field. You know, like the sports terminology, they left it all out on the virtual battlefield right there. That was too sick.
Man, good stuff. I mean, what a great start here to find out who's going to be the next qualifier. And, you know, I know people have been talking about this on Twitter, but like in the next 2 weeks, I think, we're getting so many people qualifying for the Capcom Cup because we're at the end. We're at the finals of all these World Warriors right now, but we're kicking it off in just absolute fantastic style with that match there between Chris and Noah. Woo.
Yeah, definitely shout out Super Yan, who's been gathering all the info, right? When the dates are, what the links gonna be in terms of the streams and whatnot. And yeah, man, we're kicking it off. We're one of the earliest ones to really find out who's qualified for Capcom Cup. We had Canada West last week as well, hosted by Level Up. And it is wild, bro. We're gonna crown 26 regional champions with these World Warrior events. And now we find out who Chris T's opponent is gonna be in winners finals between 801 Strider and Nephew. You got one to follow, guys.
Yep, here we go. Nephew, of course, with the jury and 801 Strider, been finding so much success ever since switching from the Manon to the Marisa, saying it's almost like he feels like he's playing a different fighting game once he switched characters.
He has to go from getting 8 hits around to 2, you know what I mean? Like, like 25% of the hits I gotta achieve, much more doable.
Oh, man. I mean, 801 Strider would be like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, right now, he didn't get to take a turn anyway, right there, you know?
Yeah, 801 Strider didn't get any hits, really, that time. So, Nephew starting off really strong with this jury.
Yeah, Nephew's been looking so strong, man. I feel like he's grown into such a strong footsie ground-based player, right? Spending so much time with Punk and whatnot. You can really see the DNA in his game.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I feel like Punk and Nephew, you know, using the Cammy and the jury, find these two characters very, very similar. You gotta have some strong footsies to play these characters here.
Oof. And the feng shui activation, I love seeing this from Nephew. Oh, and then he just throws the armor. Knew Strider was gonna try and answer.
Yeah, he was gonna try to perfect parry the safe jump.
Yeah.
He just went for the empty jump into the throw instead.
Now we settle down a little bit. The feng shui off the table. My chakras are aligned.
Yeah, there's the classic. You know, I said you have to have strong fundamentals or neutral. And then Jury throws fireball and drive rushes. And everybody in the chat's like, what neutral?
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Strider at the end there. We tried to check and it was just too late. If we tried like a wake up super and it didn't come out right. Unfortunate ending, but nephew already up 1 game.
Alright, gets in there, but the Scootum, nice. Using that to interrupt.
I like that. Stance to the fireball drive rush. Are they interested?
Okay, corner now. This is where Marisa gets really scary there. Character with all these armors and the ability to charge normals for plus frames.
Oh,
but Neff just gets out of there.
Yeah. The drive rush, crouch jabbing me and trying to bait out a reversal. Didn't have it, but we do drive rush check.
Plus, yep. Neff knows, just blocks. Oh, almost burned out. There it is.
Perfect Superman punch from Strider. Now he's got the corner here. He doesn't want to commit to the, like, any more pressure in case of the super.
Right.
Oh, nice whip punish, and nephew looking to burn Strider out. Oh, not quite yet.
But there it is, right there. Just going for it. Wow. Just went for it?
I gotta imagine that's an execution error. I can't imagine that he just went for it again.
Yeah. Unless he was worried about maybe he was trying to read a wake up Scootum or something. I don't know, but you know.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Oh no. Punish time.
A little parry drive rush Renko Kickstarter. Nephew in complete control of this round. It's my corner, but just as I say, that's a perfect parry.
Here we go.
You're never safe in this game.
Yeah, especially against Marisa. Oh man.
Especially with perfect parry.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Big hit. Has the level 1. Should be able to kill. Doesn't even need to spend it. Just goes for the DP instead. Save that meter for the next round.
Yeah, now he's got the Feng Shui at the ready if he wants. Of course, he can save to level 3 for the big damage. See how nephew approaches this. He let that drive rush rock a little longer. Try to catch Strider's defensive timings. I like it. Oh, and the crouch medium kick wall.
Throwing out that standing heavy punch from Jury. Such a good check button right there in neutral. Here we go. Feng Shui ended. What mix up and reset does nephew have here? Goes for the safe jump setup. Goes again. Yeah.
Calls out the answer with a throw. This time it was the perfect parry you were alluding to before. Tag. He doesn't want to get thrown back into the corner. He knows, and now nephew finally sees the OD reversal.
Bust out of there. Oh, the jumping heavy punch reaches so far. That trade actually was good for 801 Strider. He can kill with 1 hit.
Oh, and that's exactly what he was gonna do. 801 Strider. Oh no!
What happened?
Oh man, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Like, I haven't played Marisa in a while. I cannot recall why that didn't work out. That is a heartbreaker though. And it felt like he kind of had an execution error at the end of game 1 as well. That might have just been a late check, but man, both of these games, they have been heartbreaking losses for 801 Strider. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna reset some things. Like, yeah, I completely understand, right? Leaving the lobby the way things have broken down. That was in the bank. Like, we know Marisa damage. Like, that was by no means gonna be anywhere close to a lived life.
Yeah, the only thing that I can think maybe happened was that for half a second, you know, maybe Gustavo was like, how much meter do I need to spend? Let me check their life, and then tried to decide right there to go between a level 2 or a level 3. And I don't know. Was that the last round? I think that was the last round. He should have just did level 3, right?
Yeah, I think maybe that you needed a little bit before that to get to the level 3. I don't know if, like, because of the wall splat, like, do you not get like wall bounce on like the move or something? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. My bad for not knowing that one, everybody. But 2-0 on nephew. Heartbreaking endings for Strider. Let's see if he can get back into it. Already looking solid. Just gonna shake off the cobwebs like we talked about before, right? Short-term memory. That's the important thing. And what a whiff punish.
Okay, and there's that perfect parry, and maybe caught him out of the pre-jump frames, I think. That was the goal right there.
Definitely. I think he thought nephew was going to try to back throw him, so he jumped out because the perfect parry on the safe jumps leaves the jumper -2, right? So it is the perfect parrier's advantage. Oh, and the high knee. Football drills.
Wow, bust out of there. Burns himself out, though, which means He's got to be really careful because he could have been chipped to death pretty easily, but the jab check against the dash.
Oh wow, again. Taking me back to the Pop Warner days, bro.
Trying to bait out an ODP from Nephew. He's been busting out those a lot. And speaking of, that one wasn't an OD, but it was an anti-air against the Phalanx.
Yeah, that was a great reaction. Strider's definitely looking locked in after those last 2 losses, but I say that, I gotta shut up. Nephew finds the hit.
Here we go. What's the stab? Is he gonna go for an empty jump throw again? He does!
Oh,
wow. Yeah. 3 times in a row. Strider was like,
finally
you know
gets the
what?
perfect parry, bro.
The beautiful thing about that perfect parry there is that perfect parries prevent cancel. So even though Jury could have did heavy punch and a heavy kick, the heavy kick is now void. You cannot chain anymore.
That's pretty sick. Oh, the overhead though, Nephew. He still got drive near here. He goes to the level 1. He spins it. That's gonna be him on the board. Oh man, literally built it just in time.
Okay, so now Nephew at match point. We had a super close one in the first one, but Nephew's trying to speed run through this one with a 3-0 over 801 Strider.
Oh, that was nasty. Unfortunately, drops the full combo, but nonetheless, nasty moment.
Yeah, I like this idea here. You know, just go for the level 3 and get some big. Look at that, half damage already.
And it's Mariza, so you get the corner.
Yeah.
Nice. Speaking of corner, gonna use it against them now off the perfect parry into the back throw. Nephew, he's looking to burn Strider out. He's not being too thirsty about it, and he confirms it's the level 1 to do just that. But it still leaves him on a pixel. He mistimes the meaty, still gets it off. He armors the drive impact. Oh, Strider, what an answer.
No 3-0s here, says Gustavo. He's like, nah. I took some time. I gathered myself. Look, I am in clutch mode right now. What a clutch finish right there to just to fend off that drive impact and take the game.
That was ridiculous, bro. And yeah, you can never drive impact Mariza for free, right? Even when she's in burnout, she's got those answers, the armor on the specials, the armored stance.
Nephew right now doing such a good job winning this neutral here with punishing, really making it hard for 801 Strider to find a way to get any momentum, and here we are in the corner just like that.
Yeah, Strider's gotta find some juice this round. Looking lost. Hopefully he can regen in the next one because an overhead perfectly spaced from Nephew puts him on set point.
Yeah, that fireball, the fireball right now, Fuhajin fireball from Nephew is causing 801 Strider so many problems. He keeps trying to armor through things, but Nephew's been throwing out the OU one, so it's just been flowing through a lot of the armor.
Yeah, that was a fortunate spacing on the drive reversal from Strider at the beginning, right? -8, too far for the crouch medium kick to connect. Oh, tried the A&T here, but we know one of Mariza's Achilles heels, bro. That crouch fierce. Gotta do it nice and early.
Counter hit. What did he go for there? For the safe jump this time.
Yeah, but even when you press it early, sometimes it loses, but the overhead pressure is gonna be all she wrote. Nephew taking it 3-1 over 801 Strider to get into winners finals. And that Nephew Chris T, that's got some lore. We'll get into it. We'll get into it when we get there. But man, some heartbreaking losses for Strider. I hope he can bounce back in the losers bracket because yeah, he should have had was a game 2, right? When Nephew went up 2-0. It's unfortunate drop on the drive impact combo in the corner. But impressive showing from Nephew, like straight up. Like he looked clean. He looked like he came to win today. Not many mistakes I could say made. The neutral was on point the whole time. Great confirms into the level 1. Like he was always aware of when the level 1 was going to be close to burning out his opponent and capitalized on it. Great play all the way.
Yep. And so you see right there, 801 Strider, Noah the Prodigy, move down to the loser side of the bracket, awaiting the winners between Chris CCH and JB, and the winners between the winner between Samurai and Akita. And so yeah, we've got some good matches coming up down there as well. But before we get to some of these matches, just want to once again shout out that Matcherino over there that we have going here. I'm gonna click the claim code button here and get into this mix here. Oh, I already did. Okay, never mind. I can't claim another code, but there we have 41 codes left. And again, you guys can also donate directly if you want to reward these players even more. Obviously, their reward of being qualified for Capcom Cup and having a chance for that $1 million is wonderful, but be nice to get a little extra, you know, change on the side to go along with that.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to ET Goham. That's always one of my favorite Twitch names, bro. But yeah, you can obviously hit the exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. Matcherino was kind enough to hook us up with 50 codes, right? They're doing their part, so we got to do our part as the community. Claim them up real quick. And the quality of play deserves, you know, as much as these players can get right now, because beautiful set to start. Nephew, clean, precise play. Also, 801 Strider looking dangerous. I'm sure he's going to be a shark in the losers bracket as well. We got a good bracket, my man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see you guys going through those codes already, down to 32 codes remaining. Thank you guys for clicking in there. And as I always say, such a great way to support the FGC through Matcherino, because I mean, I feel like every stream that I'm commentating on, it has a Matcherino. So if you don't have an account, creating an account not only helps the players for this tournament, but for so many fighting game tournaments around the world, and costs you nothing, man. Costs you nothing.
Exactly, man. Like, even the time it takes, right, is like 2 seconds. Most things that don't cost you nothing usually cost a lot of time. This is barely in the blink of an eye. You won't miss a single second of action when it comes to claiming the Matcherino code. So yeah, man. And this next one, we got Chris CCH versus JB, man. Oh, really? Just like star-studded from top to bottom matches I'm really looking forward to. And these guys got to start in the losers bracket, right? So they got to come already zoned in.
Yeah, and for sure, I mean, you know, all the Rashid players out there gained such a ginormous confidence when Gachikun took the Singapore major, and now they're like, "What? You know what? We can do it too!" And the Rashids have been coming out in force now.
Exactly, man. Like, some people, it really helps them when they see another player with that character having success. They believe that the character is capable of winning at a high level. JB, he's been playing Rashid since the character launched, though, right? This is his character, his bread and butter. He was amazing on it in Street Fighter V. He's already looking amazing on it here. Drive rush check on the wake up, putting Chris CCH in a dire situation that throws him to finish the first round.
Yeah, and an interesting situation here. I mean, galore with these players here, JB and KCCA. Both players at one point. Oops, what was that? That was definitely an execution error from JB right there. But as I was saying, you know, both of these players at one point trying to lay claim to being the best in the West during the course of Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
So, you know, both of these players have a little, you know, maybe a little pride on the line here for this match.
Absolutely, right? You want to start the new game strong, especially in, you know, what you can consider a rivalry from a previous game. You want to get the early advantage, get that kind of like headspace in your opponent. Right now, setting up the level 2 though, it's going to take up actual screen space.
Oh, he's gonna get hit. Oh, he didn't get juggled again. Otherwise, JB could have continued the combo off the trade. But look at this level. Wow.
Yeah, I think he could have killed with level 2. Chris is going to be safer than Sarier here, but I understand. And he pressed that crouch medium kick too. We already know about the Ken crouch medium kick. That's 7 frames. Ooh, the Kens are gonna press it. That reward is immense. If you leave a gap, that stuff is coming out.
Oh yeah, one of the strongest crouching medium kicks in the game, thanks to that 7-frame startup. Most of them are 8 frames, and so Ken has that 1 frame advantage, but it's enough.
Oh, not ready with the DP. Maybe he thought he was going to empty jump. It would have made the kid in time. Going to punch the landing frames either way. Oh, mistimes the overhead.
Yeah, trying to go for that medium overhead to blink off of, but there we go. The shimmy from Chris DCH. You know, there's always that take the throw meme, but once you have no life, man, it's a horrible situation to be in.
That risk reward management that you lean on, that goes out the window. It's the same risk.
It's dead or dead, basically, at that point. So that first round from JB was so strong. He got all the mix going, and then all of a sudden, Chris CCH is taking the next 2 rounds. Oh, I love that counter, that punish combo from JB.
Yeah, get the hard knockdown, get nice Oki. He just woke up with the stay medium punch. All right, Chris CCH got ideas. He might be on that. He might be on that new Andre 3000 album.
Oh man.
Oh, and then the throw loops. Oh, throw tech from JB. Oh, he tried the Japan gambit right there. That drive rush crouch medium kick drive rush cancel. Japan is so like good at closing out rounds with that.
And yeah, jumping forward is actually one of the best ways to punish the autopilot shimmy that you saw Chris ECH go for at the end there, and that's what gave JB that win.
Oh, set it up. Set up shop. Rough Riders anthem.
Star's like, sorry, no fireball. Gotta deal with this. Here we go, the mix. And we got the enhanced. Oh, good timing.
Yeah, parries the whirlwind. Still gotta take the pressure though. Again, this stand medium push. I don't know what's happening. Working out though, it's catching these players at certain frames. Interesting tech from Chris ECH. I gotta ask him about that one.
And so here we go, gonna get the pressure in the corner over here. Oh, actually hit him out of the air, but Chris noticed that and adjusted properly. But JB burning himself out. He was gonna get burned out anyway, so
Precisely.
I like that he burned himself out on his own conditions.
I mean, he's got level 2. I think that's why he wanted that distance break Dragon Lash. Yeah, JB, what a sweep though. And the throw does enough damage to take the game. Wow.
Did they nerf Ken's health in the last maintenance that they didn't tell us? What the heck? I didn't think that was gonna kill.
That had to be the perfect amount of damage. Like,
right.
This is what it had to be.
Whoa!
Oh, and then he rolls back in and he just lets it rip again. Man, Chris ECH Beyblade Master, and then breaks the armor with the Tatsu cancel. All right, that was next level.
Oh no, too far. Accidentally went under, and that's gonna give JB the corner here, and he's burned out, but that's why he just goes for the level 1 and it kills. There we go, Chris ECH, smart stuff right there.
Oh man, these fellas came to play. Oh, I like that little driver's Dragon Lash. Try to catch JB checking a little early.
Saw him trying to parry the side rush. Normal. Oh, nice. And the side switch. So nice for Rashid there.
It looked like Chris tried to crouch fears instead of DP. I know that was execution or just the choice. Oh, tries to press that big stand heavy kick. It's a good button from Rashid, but it's a commitment button.
For the throw, but not for JB. JB gets a throw. Yep, here comes the level 2. One of those used level 2s in the game here. What do you do? Oh, he kicked it past him and went for the throw? Was that intentional? He caught the parry with the punish counter by doing that.
He definitely did. Man, you know, I was thinking about it. When's the last time you seen Rashid's level 3?
He has a level 3?
Yeah, precisely. We are tornadoes all day, every day, bro.
Oh, man.
All right, we're settling back down. Yeah.
Yeah, tough for JB, obviously. Rashid, you know, he's the guy with the actual stubby normals here in this matchup. Oh, what?
We caught him trying to check his way in. That's huge damage.
Nice confirm off of that parry hit, but here comes Chris ECH busting out with the ODDP, and he's sitting on a lot of meter, but he just dashes into the jump attack, so not gonna matter at all. And there we go, JB on the board now with 2 points over Chris's 1.
Yeah, I think he really wanted to chase him down to get the burnout, but like JB had such perfect jump timing. Oh, just like that, that Chris like had stopped the run instead of committed to the DP off of it, right? So now JP's getting the corner as well. Nice press back, that crouch medium kick, and he just committed to the Jinrai after.
Busts out of there with the EX mixer.
The most electrifying move.
Oh, burned himself out though, but he has such a huge. Oh, okay. He had the kill all ready to go. Never mind.
JB keeping it nice and clean right here to put himself on set point. And again, this is the loser's bracket, and the dash forward crouch medium kick opens up this round. Oh yeah, no whirlwind cancels.
Just busting out of there, making sure you don't have to deal with that mix up. And here we go. Oh, go for a reset into the throw. Interesting.
Yeah, definitely a little scrambly right now. JB, great
that corner carry off of that punish counter, the perfect parry.
That was ridiculous right there. And that's coming from
Corner
a Ken
carry.
player.
Corner carry in this game is crazy, dude. I feel like every
The backdash?
What, like the overhead?
I can't imagine. I mean, they're not attack invincible at all in this game. He tries to pop off with a Tatsu. Maybe it was just mistimed like we saw earlier from JB.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that
he gets level 2.
was from Chris CCH, because look at what has happened to him. The empty low and JB. And again, because these players are starting in the losers round, that is the end for for Chris CCH's hope to qualify for Capcom Cup here at World Warrior. JB moves on and Chris CCH has been eliminated.
Yeah, usually when you see like a weird Tatsu like that from the Ken players, it's them like trying to walk back and press the button, right? Because then it ends in like back in a kick, and then the Tatsu comes out. So most likely an unfortunate execution error for Chris CCH. You hate to see the losers bracket life end like that. Well, my man, JB was looking clean from start to finish. He definitely was abusing that level 2. Just in general, was playing clean, neutral. Great stuff.
Yeah. So there you have it. JB is going to be advancing on here, but he's going to be, if we take a look at that bracket over here, I can't remember which of the 2 players he's going to be going up against next. He's going up against 801 Strider. Okay. So the winner between Samurai and Akita going up against Noah the Prodigy. And so that's the match that we're coming up next. And for those of you tuning in and are unfamiliar with Akita, Akita has been putting in the work with Dalsum, a player from Arizona, who in the last few World Warriors has been taking names, dude.
I don't like the way you said Arizona, James. I'm just gonna say it, all right?
What?
you made it sound like they don't got players out there. You feel me? We know Arizona been strong for a long time. Shout out to Akita, the latest in a long line of soldiers that I'm not gonna name right now. But
you know, from Arizona, but I mean, you know, there's so many good players from there. So there you go.
Look, James. But yeah, you know, but the one thing Akita's got on his side is that Dalsum is in the air right now. We went over this. We went over this at ICFC, right? Yep. ICFC fall season, won by F Champ, the qualifying match to go to the Intercontinental Championship. Won by F Champ, the World Warrior 5 edition from France, won by Mr. Crimson, the Northwest, the EU CPT online premiere, won by Garnett, who plays Dalsum. You could continue the trend, bro.
Yep, this is, if any time is the time for Akita right now, this is it right now. Dalsum is just, he is starting to look like a problem.
Dude, a little behind the curtain information for the folks at home. This guy Akita's Discord name is @NotYHCMochi. Is that his actual Twitter? @NotYHCMochi. I like that.
Not YHCMochi.
That's
that, like remember Zen used to be fake Problem X in Street Fighter 5?
Oh yeah, exactly, bro.
So maybe Akita trying to pull a Zen here and come in here and, you know, try to take out YHCMochi with his own Dalsum one of these days.
I like that. So yeah, Akita and Samurai. And it's going to be interesting, right? Because Samurai obviously historically has a lot of Dalsum experience because sharing the NorCal region with F Champ. Samurai's kind of Sencal, but he played the NorCal guys a lot, right? So because of that, historically, he's got a lot of Dalsum matchup. I don't know how much they played in this game, though. And obviously, with all the different systems and Dalsum, again, getting a plethora of new options, how much that's going to affect him here.
Yeah, Dalsum, I mean, he just... It's so funny, the life of Dalsum, because, you know, everyone saw the initial trailer for Dalsum and they're like, they gave him what? They gave him what? And then it came out and everyone's like, Dalsum's not that good. He's kind of weak. And then it's just everybody who knows the life of Dalsum in Street Fighter 5 was like, no, don't count this character out. Do not count this character out. And now the Dalsums are starting to come out and play. It is terrifying.
It's so hard to cook with Dalsum right out of the gate, right? Because like his game plan is kind of like, I got answers for everything you want to do, but he's got to figure out what everybody else wants to do first. You know what I mean? So you got to give the players time and experience, and then he's got a bunch of weird tools that you can utilize in so many different ways that not only defensively but offensively, he's a lot to explore. So we're finally getting the players getting used to the character enough to start taking these tournaments. And what a time for them to get hot, right? Like, you know, with all the World Warrior finals coming up, this is the time that these players are going to want to peak.
Yeah, and I've always said Dalsum is the kind of character that gets better as everybody else gets better. Like, he needs everybody, all the other characters to get stronger for him to get stronger. But Samurai is going with the Luke here, and Luke has a lot of tricky little ways to get in. He's got the Sandblast, which is really fast, but being able to float right over, floating a little too low there, and now he's getting the Fireball predicted, so this is going to be a great start for Samurai.
And he's got the corner high. He's want to handle it, jab into the tick throw. I don't think he was expecting it to hit. So Akita gets some space to work with for now.
I like how Samurai is approaching this right now. He's very patient right now, just parrying things from the other side of the screen.
I really love the fireball limb parry animation on Luke right now. Like, he bats the fireball with one hand and the roundhouse goes up for the other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the parry animations are actually super sick on Luke.
I always forget that there's like multiple animations for parrying. It's so cool.
Oh, the Sandblast cutting off the limb, shaving it down.
Oh, tried to get that whip punish right there. It's a little late. But again, this is what Samurai does, right? He's said it many times in interviews on Street Fighter League. He will play every fight to 1 second if he needs to. He is never in any hurry. He never gets that stress like, I gotta get in there. He's gonna do this until 0 seconds, dude. He will, see? Look at that, jump backwards. He was next to Dawson and he jumped backwards. He's like, I don't care, you know? I've got drive gauge, so.
Yeah, the timer, like, he comprehends the timer as just another resource, right? Nothing to really worry about in terms of anxiety. What a reaction in time. Great stuff from Samurai right there. And, you know, he was just chilling the whole time. And when you're kind of in that mode, you get into that reaction zone where you can react to these big things like a drive impact. He does it right before he gets hit.
The OD Sandblast right there. Oh no! Wasn't expecting to get hit. This time kind of going the other way.
Unfortunate for Akita there. Oh, doesn't get the DP out though, so this is good damage here into the level 2. All the way to the corner we go.
I like that from Akita. I like that decision. Get the light lead. Force Samurai to have to play a little more aggressively here.
That was a 6 snipe, bro. Oh, he actually recovered in time though. Samurai not reacting with his own. Just lets it loose. Gonna burn himself out. Yeah. I like the flash knuckle threats though. That's what Luke's do when they got the CA ready, right? Because if you drive impact, they'll just cancel.
Right.
Oh, or when they see a fireball. That's dead, bro. CA, you gone. Nah, no. I wasn't worried about my channel points at all, bro.
He was blocking that life bar. He's like, you don't want to see this. You don't want to actually see this go down in real time, dude.
Cover your eyes.
Crap. Oh my goodness.
This is too explicit for Twitch.
Hope you guys all click that button. You know, I am okay with seeing the absolute violence
yeah, right.
of Luke critical art.
Mature audiences only on the health bars, bro.
Exactly. Alright. Oh, no. Gonna check that attempt to run in there. And here we go, Samurai trying to be patient again. He gets the jump in though, and this is huge for Samurai. So if he can get the life lead, he can go back to that first round strategy that he had. Oh, actually, he might even just be able to kill off of this situation straight up.
And I want to go back to what you said, right? Where you were like, Samurai's patient, and then he jumped in. Like, that's what I love about Samurai. Like, you can never nail his tempo or pace down. He's so good at playing relaxed, cool, reactionary, and then he'll just go wild and be like, why would you ever make that decision?
It's a very Momochi thing. You know how like everybody's always like, Momochi is so fundamental, but he pulls some wild stuff too, you know? Oh, yeah. So it's just because you do that, that's what throws the opponent off.
Yeah, it makes the wild moments more effective. It makes both sides more effective.
Yep. I mean, I always remembered Alex Vai himself giving me that advice a long time ago. He's like, for every 2 logical things you do, you have to do 1 crazy thing.
I like that little balance.
Okay. I was like, all right.
Oh, again, bro. He did that already once, the snipe with the float over the Sandblast, and then we got a drive impact reaction to your drive impact.
Oh, yeah, the fireball popped him into the air.
It's okay. He's been in that situation before. He's like, don't worry. Like I said, we got some time to cook with Dawson. I've seen it.
Looking good. Sniping with that float jump strong into level 1 like at least 4 or 5 times already.
Yeah, it's a really great answer so far to the Sandblast. But again, Samurai does have a round already as well, so we can put this away. He's got a lot of meter. We know the damage output on Luke. This could be a steep lead to come back from.
Yeah, I mean, clearly you can see that Akita has a lot of Luke experience. He knows the matchup, but now you have to learn the Samurai matchup. And this is why I like what Akita's doing, because the Samurai matchup literally is try to get the life lead, force Samurai to have to play more aggressively because he's so good at playing patient.
And that's a great answer Dawson has, right? When you think the person's gonna throw, you can instant jump drill, get a punish on the throw attempt. Right now, Akita just peppering Samurai down. Yeah, just trying to tag him with damage here and there. Oh, and again on the sandblast. That boy is a sniper, bro.
Dude, I love that counter. Just seeing that over and over again almost makes me like, now I'm trying to reevaluate this matchup completely, you know? It's just like, I thought, you know, once Luke gets you in the corner, it's hard for Dalsum, but man, you can't get Dalsum into the corner if he keeps punishing those sandblasters like that.
Yeah, it's been a really sick answer right now. Samurai might feel a little bit more liberal right now since Akita doesn't have a level 1. Maybe that's when you want to take advantage of it, but who knows, right? He's showed such great answers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, the drive rush is the anti-air. Yeah, you see, once Akita gets the life lead, he's in such control over the map. Because Samurai has to get in like every other character, and Dalsum's zoning is just so strong.
I think the start of any round is one of the most important parts of a round, but especially against Dalsum, establishing a life lead early. I mean, it's how you get successful against this character.
It's like you're playing a shmup, dude. You're like dodging the boss's bullets everywhere and just trying to find a way in.
It's like once you're at a life deficit, right, you're at the mercy of Dalsum. You got to make your way in. You know, the time is not on your side anymore. You want to be patient, but he's playing the clock better than you are. It's rough. He's got a big chance here. He does burn Akita out. This is huge.
Okay. That is a big one. But he didn't stop the teleport. Just let Akita out of the corner for free. And yeah, now back to the zoning here. And look at this. Akita, ever since that first round, he has been just running the pace of the match completely.
And he's got that sniper ready loaded too. The op is at the ready. He's got 2 level 1s if he wants to float over on the sandblast. Samurai might have to think twice.
Okay. Oh, didn't go for the juggle afterwards. One of the things you might want to try, you know, a lot of players gotta learn how to take advantage of once you get that forced knockdown on Dalsum.
Scrambling right now, but Akita is a little bit more comfortable with the way these like trades are happening at the distances with the Dalsum limbs. I like Samurai cashing out right here, put him very low on the drive meter, get him to the corner. Ooh, the patience. Oh, and then he catches the throwing. That is dead, my man.
And Akita gonna go up 2-1 against Samurai, and you were saying it, dude. It's the Dalsum. It's Dalsum's time right now.
Yoga is in the air. Yoga is in the air.
Oh man. The Dalsums are coming out in force here in Street Fighter 6, showing what they're capable of and forcing Samurai to go for something wild like that at the start. And that crouch throw sends them so far away.
As Lee Chung would like to say, that was desperation by Capcom. That's what it smelled like to me.
Oh man. Oh, the fireball's still going. Samurai again just has not been able to find the way in. So many good ways for Dalsum to cover all the different angles, especially with, you know, the modified Yoga Anvil from Street Fighter 5. That level 1 should be able to kill. Oh my god, it does it with a perfect at 64 seconds.
This is wild, man. This is a conquering showing from Akita right now.
Even as someone as patient and calm as Samurai, showing signs of frustration, trying to get in on this Dalsum.
And looking for the fireballs, does snipe him with an OD, but it just feels so hard at this point, right? Samurai does actually have a life lead, but oh man, never mind.
Yeah, falling for the shimmy, the Dalsum version of the shimmy with that float there.
So good, right? Such a big reward on it. Oh, and there it is, bro. He's shown you. He's plotting on it. He's scheming. The level 1 is in the cut.
Dude, every time I see him do that now, I'm just gonna say rocket punch. You know, 'cause I mean, like, he's like floating up there, dude. He's
Rocket
just,
punching the hard drive, bro.
Oh man, that jumping strong, hitting from so far away. Oh, okay, not this time.
Samurai, yeah, he's been leaning on that jump roundhouse a little bit more. He's been working out, cutting off some of these anti-air attempts.
Samurai has a life lead now, so he can play that patient game that he played in the first round again. Akita oh, okay, nice reaction. So this is great for Samurai now. Now he can play that game that he was playing before. And you see, as soon as Samurai has the ability to patiently find, just, you know, find the surgical times to get his buttons in, it's such a different match.
I won't lie to you. I thought you were going to say, once Samurai's in range to press crouch medium punch, you know, we get the round is turned around, you know, but it's okay.
Well,
you made the correct point.
That's the interpretation, you know.
The cynicism got to me in that moment. Don't worry. That's my fault. That's my fault.
Oh, man.
Oh, and again, I mean, he is just scheming on it, man. He wants you to sandblast, like.
Yep. I have never seen the sandblast look so vulnerable in my life, dude.
For real. This man is taking it to the woodshed.
Yeah, Samurai's in life deficit here, so again, he's really been getting most of his plays with that right there, the OD sandblast, to try to just get a chunk of damage to get the life lead. That's how he's been changing it up. He's been starting the game with that to get the life lead early on, but Akita right now with a huge life lead, and Samurai...
He's got the level 1 again, sorry. I got scared.
So, yeah, Samurai just doesn't have the gauge, the OD gauge to throw out that many OD sandblasters right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Can't really nullify this. Akita, oh man, does get caught trying to move, but then Samurai, he commits. Oh, and Akita just lying in wait right there, patient as ever, takes the set 3-1. My goodness.
And just like that, Akita taking it again. Akita from Arizona. So, dude, I'm so self-conscious.
I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
But yeah, Akita showing some dominance here and showing the maturation of all the Dalsum play out there. That character. I mean, I've often said that, you know, the top 10 is full of characters with like OD wake-ups and stuff, but Dalsum and Marisa are like the two characters that are showing that you don't necessarily need to have one to be a very, very strong character in this game.
Man, great first round of matches. I honestly couldn't have asked for anything better. Looking forward to the rest of this bracket so much, right? We got Christy and Nephew in the winners finals, and they've been duking it out lately, and one of them's gotten the better of the other. We'll tune into that later. 801 Strider and JB and Noah the Prodigy versus Akita are going to be the matches when we come back from a quick break, though. Thanks, everybody, for holding it down. Hit that exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. Let's get all the codes claimed up, and we'll be back with more action that you love. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the World Warrior Regional Qualifier Tournament for the United States West Coast Edition. Of course, our online premiere was won by one of our most legendary players, Snake Eyes, on the Zangief, right? Taking it, putting the flag of Zangief on Capcom Cup. Very excited to see that for sure. We're going to find out who joins him in terms of representation on the West Coast today. We were already through our first round of the top 8 bracket. Some notable players have fallen to the losers. Some even more notable players have fallen out of the bracket. Both Creasy CH and Samurai. I want to bid them adieu, but thank them as always for their incredible gameplay. Two of my favorite players in the business. Thank y'all for playing throughout the World Warrior season. Hope to see you in the LCQ and tournaments beyond, of course. Now we got a second round of top 8 to begin. Chris T and Nephew, of course, in winners finals, waiting to see who dukes it out between 801 Strider and JB, and Noah the Prodigy and Akita.
Yeah, exactly. And those are just going to be able to get into the next round of the losers bracket. Only 2 players, as you mentioned, sitting pretty and comfy on the winner side, but we'll get to them in just a little bit. As you mentioned, we're going to be continuing along on the losers side. So again, you know, we're going to have 2 more players go by the wayside here after these next 2 matches. Just want to remind everybody about the Matcherino as well. Please, if you can, try to contribute to that. All you need to do is just log into Matcherino, click that claim code button. We've got 18 codes remaining. Let's get that prize pool all the way up to the max amount possible, but also want to shout outs to Raf TX. Shout outs to Raf, of course. He says, let's go West Coast. Great job so far, James and Ringe. Thank you, appreciate it, with the $10 donation. And then, what is this? Andrew Markle with a $5 direct contribution as well. So thank you, Raf and Andrew, for adding another $15 to the prize pool.
Yes, indeed. And our next matchup, like we said, is going to be JB versus 801 Strider. So I'm just looking up some things right now, trying to theory craft in my head about the matchup, right? Because a lot of the times you can use like phalanx to go over projectiles, the Superman punch, but the whirlwind kind of goes up. So I'm like trying to figure out which you like on like frame it starts up on the armor and that stuff like that. And just in general, I think it only has 1 hit of armor if I recall correctly. So it does start up on the 6 frames. So I think if he times it fine, it should be okay. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing these 2 characters fight it out, man. I feel like I don't see this matchup too much. So I'm looking to get educated here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, just from the generic aspects of the characters, I would imagine that Mariza's range and armor will be very, very painful for Rashid to deal with. But because Mariza's susceptible to throws and Rashid's corner pressure is so strong, I wonder if Rashid, you know, once he gets going, I mean, we already saw JB, what he did to Chris CCH in a couple of those rounds where he just went ham in the corner. I'm sure it's going to be even that much harder for a character with no way to escape meaty throws outside of jumping and teching and, you know, and putting yourself at a big risk, basically.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just interested in the way so many interactions play out, right? Like, does Mariza have some answers? If she's got to deal with level 2 in the corner, or she's at like Rashid's mercy like everybody else, you know? It's definitely something I'm looking forward to watching, man, because these are 2 expert pilots of the characters as well, right? Love seeing Gustavo move to the Mariza. Definitely a hard-hitting character that I want to see him on. And, of course, JB and the Rashid, they go hand in hand.
JB been playing Rashid since Street Fighter V, since the start of Street Fighter V. I don't think he's ever really switched to any other characters.
I mean, like, yeah, I know him in terms of Street Fighter as a Rashid player through and through.
Yeah, I mean, he started with Street Fighter V, too. That was like his first Street Fighter game. So literally, I don't think that he's really mained anyone else except the time before JB actually, I'm sorry, JB, Rashid actually dropped as DLC.
Indeed, and now Strider will try to fish for that big stand heavy kick. I like the idea from JB. You get a cool reward on it if you're Rashid. It's tough, though. Immediately takes that opportunity. You get into range. I'm just going to jump out, but gets armor, trying to start pressure. The whip punish. I talked about that heavy kick, man. He's fishing for it. Wants it. It's no reward, but it's hard.
Oh wow, just blocks that and then just goes for the walk-up throw. Actually punishes the parry attempt right there.
Put some buttons back. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, okay, just gonna activate the SR. You had talked about this. How does Marisa handle this situation? Very, very difficult.
Yeah, like I don't know if the Scutum can be an answer in any way, right? Like it's got armor and stuff, but
Oh, look at that perfect parry. But oh, the second hit, he was worried about that. Didn't interrupt Rashid fast enough. But then just a raw phalanx. Oh boy, you are gonna lose so much health and be taken straight to the corner. You are burnt out right now. And JB has a level 1, so he's safe. Otherwise, this would have been guaranteed death.
he's got the potential to be safe, right? The onus is still on him to react to it, and we'll see if he goes to that well or not. He's gonna try to chip him down, play it patient, because he's not gonna be close to like getting his drive gauge back at any time. He's still got he's still got so much gauge to build back. Strider was just playing the chip game. JB switches it up, gets the dash and the level 2 and built the bar for that. Gets his drive gauge back. You're kidding me, man. Oh, he waited for it and countered it. You are kidding me. I cannot believe it. He actually tried the Scutum answer and JB waited for it. What?
What a response. What a check right there. I mean, I guess he just called out that Scutum just like that. And 801 Strider tried to go for that low follow-up, but
maybe I'm overreacting and he doesn't like actually apply pressure there anyway, but to me it looked like he called that out. I don't know.
Crazy, dude. Oh my god. Whoa, okay, I like that air-to-air check, but then tried to go for a little bit too delayed of a meaty, and so JB gonna get the back throw in that situation.
Man, oh man, yeah, and Strider, he's bounced back though. He's faced some adversity already in this tournament, in this top 8.
Oh.
So he's not letting anything shake him down.
Oh, no anti-air, didn't have the reaction. Wow, that throw did a lot.
Yeah, it was punish counter. JB's throw was too far. The Boxton was too much. Something. Let's get a perfect parry here. Tries to drag her to the corner. Give me that space for level 2.
Yeah. So here we go. The mix-up. Got to deal with this.
Oh, he finally got her.
Oh, look how much damage he's able to do.
Oh my god.
Kill off of this? No. He goes for the
frame kill.
Yeah.
JB frame kill into the crouch jab. It takes the first game on a pixel. Both rounds he won.
Yeah, and you know what did it right there? That one perfect parry on the phalanx, dude. Turned everything around. Gave him the opportunity to activate that SR.
And look at that, JB's like, now you worried about the parries? I'm waking up with buttons. Once again, just dragging her to the corner. Strider, he's got to figure out a way to relieve some of this pressure.
Crouch jabbed her right out of the phalanx, dude. That was crazy. And now here we go. This is that corner pressure. I was worried that Marisa would have trouble handling.
Oh, he made something out. JB didn't give it to him, but he did catch the drive rush low. Bust out of the command grab.
He should have baited twice, dude. He should have baited twice. That's the way it always works, right?
Indeed it does. Drive rush throw. Tick throw, I should say. Oh, does it again here. Burns himself out of the process, but it's okay because I got level 2. Tornado season, bro. Overhead. Long distance style. JB, another point on the board.
Looking really good right now, but look at this. This is a great start for 801 Strider. Just right away, all the way to the corner, but JB busting out again. So now 801 Strider's got to be really concerned about that wake-up OD.
The hallmark of JB's play, right? His invincible reversal usage is some of the best in the business. Some of the most successful in the business.
And here we go, corner, thanks to that perfect parry. What a reaction by Strider. He had the level 2 to stop that.
JB looked like he wanted out of that situation, just didn't respect the meaty. Gets caught. He knew he was going to be burnt out if he did block it.
Nice catch, crouching light kick in the drive rush so he could link afterwards, but then just gets back tossed into the corner, and now you are in pain.
Indeed, safe jump set up, attacking the drive gate as well. Big normals all day, but just throws her out of the drive rush.
I don't know what Strider was going for. Maybe he was trying to delay it a little bit to catch JB flinching or something, but JB just went for the hard read on the back throw.
Yeah, that's what he could have been going for. Oh, this is the cross up both these characters, right? You got to be really on point with their anti-airs to use them. And just the drive rush meaty catches JB.
All right, so 8-1 Strider. Yep, tying it up here, getting a game on the board. And again, it's so interesting, you know, watching the path of these two players go, you know, on the screen right now. JB, he just was like, I'll show up to NLBC and start playing and finish top 3, you know. And 801 Strider, I know him as a player, you know, who has been playing from Utah. He was at like one of the very first Street Fighter 4 tournaments that, you know, Level Up ever threw at the block at Orange. You know, he has been around forever, and it's taken, you know, a lot of effort for him to get to this position. You know, two very different roads here between these players.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll get into this during a break right now, but right now Strider, oh, he just armored the last hit. That was so good. Does get cut off anyway. But yeah, I mean, there's probably a good sect of the audience, right, that is more familiar with JB just because he was more prolific in Street Fighter 5. But Strider's no newcomer. Like you said, he's been around Street Fighter 4, veteran of the game. Well, beautiful parry on the light pressure, but he didn't get the punish he was looking for.
And here's the SAR setup now. You got to deal with this. Yep, look how from full screen, just right in your face. Juggle. Oh, he misses the Eagle spike kick afterwards. He mistimed it. Doesn't matter. Gets the perfect anyway. And JB now 2-1.
Kicking up some wins. He might be kicking up some wins. You feel me?
Gonna have the winning wins with the. Okay, anyways, you know what? I'm gonna shut up. What? Dang. Rashid confuses me sometimes, dude. Sometimes I don't know what he's doing, honestly.
I am not a professor of Rashid combos. I apologize. I know when he hits the little low thing and it's a ground bounce, that's like a 1-frame link and it's a big damage. That's about all I know.
Oh, man. Ooh, okay. And then, you know, Marisa just comes up to you and punches you. That's just it, right?
Nice and simple.
Yep.
Oh, no, try the anti-air. We talked about it, bro. Both these characters. And then the overhead. You try to escape.
Yeah, there we go. So Strider now trying to tie this up, trying to get this game on the board to take it to 2-2. Since that ridiculous first match, which I hope everybody in the chat managed to see, but since that ridiculous first match, we haven't had a 3-2 yet.
Yeah, y'all gotta go back and watch Chris T and Noah the Prodigy. That's definitely one of my favorite sets that's happened in this game so far.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Did you get him? Yeah, he did.
Got it in time, and here we go. The pressure. Oh, you flinched. You got kicked, and here we go. All the way to the corner, just like that.
Yeah, now we got the tick throw set up. JB respecting. Try to bait something out. Oh, my goodness.
Right. Oh, no, the shimmy. And the side switch. Like that.
And JB, I love that level 1 to burn him out here.
Oh, we were close enough. Oh my God, it was a interesting. Like he just went. He was. Was he? I don't know if he's mashing or something because he just missed the wall and then came out with an immediate Gladius. So I'm not sure.
I could definitely see that. Yeah, where he was like trying to hit Gladius or something to absorb the drive impact.
Right.
And then it just came out after the block stun was over. Definitely see that happening. Oh, catches up reaching again. JB here, he's got level 2, man. But right now, he's just trying to keep it close quarters. Wants to catch Strider flinching. He's not doing it right now, though. The big chop, and then he does it with the drive rush low. JB in the loser semifinals on the Rashid 3-1. Again, big ups to Strider, man. He has some real heartbreaking losses in the winner side of things. It's been a tough journey here in the top 8. I'm so glad to see him doing well. Hope he continues to do super good in Street Fighter 6. Definitely one of my favorite players to watch as well with the rest of this top 8. But yeah, man, looking strong. That JB Rashid is no joke. We've seen him really just get great results with the character ever since his release. Like, he's really found his home again.
Yeah, again, just absolute heartbreaker for Gustavo. But, you know, JB showing why he's here. Like I said, a player with just a lot of just natural talent for Street Fighter, and then from there just built into the knowledge and the strategy and just understanding the game so well, has been a threat. I mean, again, NLBC, keep in mind, one of the hardest places to win at in the entire country. He showed up and was already just one of the best over there right from the get-go, and then moved out to the West Coast and then started winning a bunch in the Wednesday night fights as well. So JB has been a dominant force wherever he has traveled to.
Yeah, I think it's a testament to having the luxury of being able to build your fundamentals in a strong scene, right? Like you said, like they being able to go to NLBC, and they essentially having for a long time the top 2 players in America, being able to duke it out in the week to week. And sure, you're not winning all of them, but you're getting a tournament environment experience against these 2 top level players where every set you're going to go against them, you're going to learn so much. And then obviously befriending them and getting to play them a lot, it's just such a good way to bring up these players, right? And I think it's definitely something we see players in positions like a Punk or an IM get more and more conscious of, because we see the Birds, right? The Birds have really done a great job really raising up the Middle East scene, trying to play as many players as possible out there, get them that experience at high level, because that's the best way to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. But we're going to be moving on here on the loser side, and this one's going to be really interesting to me because we just saw Akita go up against Samurai, the super calm, calculated Luke, and now Akita's going up against Noah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. Yeah. And so it's going to be like the exact opposite. It's going to be the wild, crazy, burn myself out all day Luke. And can Akita also, is that Dawson game plan strong enough to handle both styles of Luke?
Like, how many snipes is he going to get off with that float jump medium punch level 1, right? Like, is Noah going to be throwing enough sandblast for him to get some off? We're going to find out, because like you said, Noah likes to be in your face, willing to spin the drive rush, willing to spin the meter early to get the big damage. And right now he's trying to establish that sandblast like you should, until Akita makes you pay for it.
Yeah, I really hope Noah was watching that Samurai match. Definitely could have learned a lot from that, but I like how slippery Akita is. But you can see Noah so much more active and in trying to get in and trying to do it in like stranger ways than Samurai was. I felt like when Samurai was trying to bust through, he was kind of falling into the Dawson traps. And look at this! That's one thing Samurai never actually managed to pull off. So Noah showing something different already.
Yeah, being able to perfect parry the limbs, get the punish afterwards, really corner him up. Oh, and the immediate air to air. What an answer. And then just catching him, trying to escape. His block this time just gives him a moment, though.
Oh, got out of the corner with that super early slide, too. Oh, what? Mistimed the meeting.
Had to be and then we call him Marshawn Lynch. Put the team on my back.
Oh, not enough to kill, though. So Akita with a chance here. And we've got to burned out Noah, but again, Noah never cares about being burned out, man. He's just like, you know what? All these old fighting games have chip damage, and we used to just block it. Who cares, dude? I'm not worried.
Oh, he does get up. I was scared. I was like, you're throwing a lot of sandblast. Akita has 2 bars. Like, that could be a real jump medium punch at level 1, but doing it at the distance where I think he doesn't have to worry about that. Didn't let him get close enough to get that shred off. Good space management from Noah.
Oh, again! The parries!
Starting to look clean, bruh.
It's so important. Oh my god, that's 3 perfect parries already for Noah. So this is a huge for him, and it's such a difference maker compared to what Samurai had been doing. And yeah, Samurai also falling for a lot of those shimmies. You see right there, Noah being very, very patient and not whipping the throw.
Yeah, a lot of this on the side. He tried to perfect parry the fireball, but he didn't get the timing right, so he burns himself out.
He's just walking back. He's like, you know what? There's no proximity blocking in this game. I'm just going to keep walking backwards.
Get me out of here. And then, yeah, Akita going to spin 1 bar here, do the damage he can.
Interesting. Thought he might just go for the 2, but I guess he figures he has enough of a life lead that he might be able to just to take this, especially with the ability to chip him. But now, Noah the Prodigy back to full drive gauge. Oh, but checked by the standing medium punch.
Yeah, the save on the meter does pay off for Akita, right? Like you said, he had the life advantage, the screen advantage to be confident in getting that last chunk of health, and he does just that. Oh, but he tried to walk back and ran into a money button, but a flash knuckle drop from Noah. I don't see that too often. A man just empty jump parries, you know, Noah thinks.
Why not, dude? Yeah. Why not? Oh, here we go. Nicely done for Akita. Actually goes back in to try to be a little bit more aggressive. Interesting. And now he's in this corner position, and this is what I was talking about.
That was a tremendous check right there and good damage on that level 1. Look, he was looking for the snipe that time. He was hoping the sandblast was coming. Noah holsters it, and he lets the level 3 loose instead. That's going to be 1-0 for the Prodigy.
Yeah, so Akita right there just poked, and then he was like 2 pixels outside of the range, the standing medium punch or crouching medium punch. I forgot which it was, but it just missed. And Noah Prodigy drive rushed afterwards, got the punish counter, and was able to take it.
Oh man, the perfect parry on these limbs. Akita's gonna have to start second guessing.
Young man reactions, man. That's just what it is, dude.
Yeah, don't test him for sure. He's been playing fighting games for like 9 years, but he's only 18 years old. Just like, don't forget it. Like,
oh man, 18 years old. Oh boy. All right, yeah. You see, I think Noah did watch the set because every time it goes into the air, Noah's not throwing the sandblaster anymore. So
he knows, man, and that's bad news for Akita.
Here we go, corner, nice block on the overhead, good escape.
And then, yeah, he stuffed the check. He might have been trying to press that back medium kick.
Takes the throw. That standing light kick is a frame kill, so he goes for that, but instead went for the immediate low afterwards.
Oh, he got caught reaching that time. Akita just sets up shop again. Oh, and then cuts him off. He just needs the chip, and nice Yoga Anvil set a trap for him.
Yep. I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if Noah hit the button early, if Luke's jump attacks might have won.
Oh, I know, right? Like a rising jump H or something, imagine. Right. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
But
yeah, he was not. Oh, God, again? Was it 6 or 7 perfect parries from Noah so far? And it's really shutting down Akita's poking range game, but I don't know if Akita should stop or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it's Dawson's game, right? You can't really stop doing that. So yeah, he's got to find a balance, maybe try to throw off Noah's timing with something, using another normal he hasn't used before. But yeah,
but again, from that far away, what's Noah scared of, right? You can't get thrown. What you have to do if you're
I love seeing the parries on the light button pressure, by the way. It's such a good way to expose it.
Because it's not, most of them are not true block strings, the jab, jab, jab.
Yeah, exactly. But they're like not enough of a gap to press a button on without getting frame trapped. What? Oh, I was about to say
he missed.
But yeah, drops. He couldn't get the punish.
But, you know, when you're trying to perfect parry a screen away, you're not close enough to get a throw to discourage it. I think the only thing Akita's going to be able to do is try to whiff some short range buttons and get Noah to burn himself out, but Noah doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Finally gets the jump medium punch on a sandblast, but he might have been too far for the level 1, so again, Noah just great space management. Oh, catches him out of the air.
You see the jump timing from Noah to get over the air fireball? He doesn't jump over it when he gets close to him. He jumps over it early so that he lands sooner, and you know, Akita doesn't have as much of the ability to, you know, counter his jump.
Smart. You know, you gotta make your opponent uncomfortable. Oh, and then the muddy button off the trades, off the scrambles. Let me get that level 3. This man is gonna be on life support here on the health bar.
Noah could have went for the extension and probably would have killed, but I think he just wanted the guaranteed damage right here.
I respect the wake up drive impact. It didn't work, but I respect it.
Akita is sitting on a critical arc.
Man.
He does get one hit.
He's dodging these sandblasts for his life, and he gets that into the level 1. Noah couldn't resist with that little bit of life left.
Yeah.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Oh, into the overhead. He bet on it. Oh, bro. That's got to be punishable even in burnout, right? Like, I don't know for sure. Oh, man.
Dude, I always say it, man. When you're young like that, you don't know fear yet, right? You don't know fear.
Don't know fear yet. Oh, it is a -8, so -4. It would have been close. It would have been close. I like the idea either way. As you mentioned, yeah, Noah, I mean, that's his play style, right? He's willing to risk it. Look how long he's holding the parry there. Like, he's sending messages with his decisions.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Throw me. Do it. I dare you. It's almost like a member of Congress, man. Just like trying to dare somebody to fight him, dude. Oh. Here we go. Corner position here. It's so scary.
Oh, try reversal whip, didn't take advantage of it. He brings himself out, but he escapes the corner. Noah, you know, he's about that great life. Oh, but he shouldn't be.
Ooh, nice. What a check right there.
Gather the yoga, Akita. Gather the aura of F-Champ and he's so crimson.
Ooh, the drive rush, standing light punch. Oh, where are you going?
Straight up. You take to the skies on me? No, spine busters. That's what's in your future. Not glitching here. What a time to get out of the throw.
Right, but Punish Academy still couldn't combo it. Nice anti-air. And, God, it's so crazy because, you know, when Dawson floats like that, you could probably just DP him, but, oh!
It came back. Money come and go, but Fireball always come back, as a legend once said. I can't remember his name right now, bro. Oh, dang it.
Dash wins the,
he's the Dota commentator that commentates Street Fighter, but what a check right there.
Oh, Cyclops, right?
Cyclops, there you go, as Cyclops once said.
Yeah.
Oh, man, shout out Cyclops, bro.
Oh, what?
That was so sick.
Dude,
man, he's sniping right now.
That? Oh, God. I was going to say, if no one was going to win off of that, and Akita surviving, getting a win on the board here, 2-1.
Oh, man, that's all I could think about was that, like, because he did it for Ibuki, right? It was like, money come and go, but Shrew can always come back, like on the Ibuki V-Trigger too. Oh, man.
That's right.
Immediately what it reminded me of.
Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, you can see how Noah the Prodigy's style has been so much more difficult for Akita to handle than Samurai, and I really do credit a lot of that just to the look. I mean, look at him. He's just parrying everything. He's trying to perfect parry literally everything that's coming out from Akita right now because he knows from that far away, what are you scared of, right? You're never gonna get thrown at that range. You're never gonna get that punish counter throw. Oh, what? Noah pulling out the drive impact.
Oh yeah, he's applying this pressure, overwhelming, suffocating style on Akita, but he leaves the gap. He tried to press that stand medium kick, wasn't in range, and now he bets big, and he might pay for that.
There's some damage. Akita's gonna risk spending that meter here, and he's got the lead, and again burned out. You see him trying to snipe out that sand blast, but Noah
that was
the Prodigy.
such a good jump from Noah because of that. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow. No, he knows the game plan. He's not gonna give him what he wants. It's up to Akita to adjust at this point. Great job not getting caught by the neutral jump bait.
Plus frames, gets the throw, and now the pressure. Here we go. The Luke corner pressure. Oh, too far away, and wow, throws are usually +5 on whiff, but you know, Akita actually got the reaction right there. Level 3? No, he's saving it. Looks like it's not gonna kill yet. I'm gonna hold on to this level 3.
I could be wrong.
Oh, there it is. Oh, he was too late.
And Noah knows it.
Action. What a decision. Oh
Yeah. That was in the books. I heard people singing outside. That was the set. Losers quarters right there. Luke taking it to get into loser semifinals. Well done from Noah the Prodigy. So our loser semis is going to be Noah versus JB.
Yeah. Noah versus JB. Oh, man. But again, I mean, you saw the big difference between what Samurai and what, Noah did right there. Noah obviously being more aggressive, but being more aggressive on the defense. He just walked up and was just like parry, parry. And he didn't care. And like I said, I felt like the best thing Akita probably could have done was just throw more like jabs, light kicks, stuff that didn't stretch. Just because Noah's not reacting to the actual move. He's reacting to Dawson doing something.
Yeah.
And so if you could just get him to whiff parries a bunch of times, you can burn him out a little bit quicker that way. But because Akita was always hitting these long range buttons and fireballs, Noah was always staying kind of like, he was always able to maintain his drive gauge.
Yeah, I think that's just something that really frustrated Dawson players at the beginning of the game, and I'm sure still does, is the fact that, like, you know, part of your game as Dawson is throwing out limbs. Like, you got the longest limbs in the game, that's what you do. And in this game, they can get perfect parried and they can get drive impacted, and those things suck to happen to you, right? It doesn't feel good. So, like, I think that definitely frustrates Dawson players here and there. I mean, he just did a great, Noah that is, did a great job of taking advantage of that mechanic. That's what you got to do against the character in the game. And as you said, Samurai was the sacrifice in terms of exposing that jump medium punch level 1, right? I'm sure Noah saw that because he gave him a one sandblast that got caught by that, right? Everything else, as soon as he got into that range, he stopped doing it. He jumped. He started drive rushing in. He was like, I'm not going to give you a fireball here. So great stuff from Noah, recognizing that, changing up the game plan. But now we go to winners finals, Chris T and Nephew. What I'm very excited to call, because these two have been dealing with each other in recent memory. Their first verses that I want to bring up was in SFL, where Team Bandits had to play against Team Nasser, right? Chris T on Team Bandits, Nephew on Team Nasser. And it went down to the wire, went down to the best of one sudden death match. Chris T and Nephew representing their respective teams, And man, it went down to the wire. Both players took a round. Crazy clutch out from Nephew with, I think it was like a level 1 while he was burnt out on Chris T's pressure string. Right. Just a wild way to end it. And then last week in World Warrior 5, I believe the grand finals was Nephew and Chris T. I know they at least played, and Nephew beat him again. So in recent memory, Nephew has gotten the better of Chris. But now is when it counts the most, right? In winners finals, and then if they have to play again in grand finals, that's going to matter more than those other two.
Yeah, and also now you know what matters the most right now? Those 14 Matcherino codes that are still here. We need to get, I mean, come on, guys. I see you all in the chat, dude. There's a bunch of you in here. All we need is just 14 of you guys. Come in here, click on that claim code button, use the Matcherino link that you'll find in your chat over there. Shout outs to Saltmine League, to Swagenheimer, and OG Yon, all putting in the command for the Matcherino. Head on over there and just click that claim code button. 14 codes left. Yep, there we go. I see you guys coming in here. Down to 11 codes. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. Again, Matcherino did their part, provided us the codes. Let's do our force as a community, claim them up. Winners finals time, World Warrior US West, Capcom Cup qualifier, Nephew and Chris T. Let's get it popping.
Well, Nephew with a good start here right now. But again, last match that Chris T had with Noah, which is probably one of the sickest matches that we've seen. So please check the archives if you haven't get a chance, or when it comes up on YouTube. Chris T right now, like I said, in such a...
Okay, so that's something that I feel like Chris CCH likes to do a lot, the parry on the fireball into the ODDP against Jury. So it looks like Chris trying to represent that early as well here. Oh, but gets caught. That was such a good walk forward cross cut.
Yeah. And oh man, again, like I said, the story is so interesting for me, for Chris T. Had his car broken into, so he missed Evo. Then just you know, it happens sometimes. You forget about the US West Capcom Cup online qualifier. He missed that as well. And people have been talking about him as the best in the West right now, and he hasn't had a chance to really prove that at, you know, his qualification. So this is like his one chance to really show that. But Nephew starting off with the perfect in round 1.
Yeah, you know, Mena said something similar like during one of the interviews on SFL, right? He was like, I have Chris T on my Bandits team because I feel like if I play with these guys enough, talk to them about the game, like they can get on the level I'm on. And you know, that shows immense, that speaks immense to their talents. And Chris T's one of those that's been one of the best on the West Coast for a long time. Nephew, of course, a transplant, and he's been ruling the streets ever since he's come over here. So we got a clash. We got a clash right now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these players. So Chris T, clearly the best in the West at one point. Nephew, clearly the best in the West at one point. We can say the same thing about JB and Chris CCH and Samurai. You know, all of those players. Yeah. But Nephew right now is just trying to take it to Chris, and he is just out footsing him. You see that stand heavy punch right into the level 3. Ooh.
All right, Chris, it's time to turn the little Dirk on, bro. Channel your sponsor. He's sponsored by a rapper, you know.
Oh, okay, okay.
Just only the family, little Dirk clan over there.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh no, he tried to go for the autocorrect right there, didn't quite get it. So, oh, the read on the throw. That is basically the option for punishing the throw attempts. Jump strong like that.
Nephew has been in complete control of the set so far, man. Chris T barely getting any offense in. Just such control of the neutral. We talked to him a little bit after in the World Warrior 5 too, and he was just like, yeah, I feel very confident in my ground game right now. It feels pretty strong. Like, as I tried to ask him about his reads, and he was just like, nah, I just feel my ground game is super on point right now.
Right, well, Chris needs to get something going right now because Nephew still with the life lead here, and he's been winning this neutral in this game.
Oh, the whiff punish right there. Just walks out of the Jinrai cancel. Puts Chris T on a pixel and steals that too.
All right, so look at this. 3 rounds straight for Nephew.
He's on a rampage right now.
Yeah, Chris looking a little shook right now. I mean, we talked about how Samurai is always really calm and stuff, but Nephew, man, is this guy ever like?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, there was that ridiculous Angry Bird finish where he leveled OD Fireball level 2 super the Drive Impact against DCQ in Street Fighter League, and like his whole team, like Punk and Big Bird, were like, "Oh my God!" and Nephew's just sitting there. Just had like a little smile on his face.
Oh, nice whiff punish from Chris right there. But yeah, Nephew has like a level of zen that I wish to achieve. Like, I don't know if he has much inner turmoil, but he sure doesn't strike me as having it. Like, he looks pretty zen all the time.
Oh man. All right, well, Chris does finally get around on the board, so that's good. Here we go. Corner carry here with the Tatsu. What's the mix-up afterwards? Just patience.
Oh, yeah.
Patience right there.
He was trying to react to something Nephew did, but Nephew didn't do anything, but does do something on the fireball block string. That's not happening for free.
Yeah, Nephew figured I could build some drive gauge back this way, and you can see the switch now in the drive gauge.
I don't know if Chris expected that to land on the other side or what. I kind of did.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
I feel like most of the time when I see that she lands on the other side, I don't know if like Chris walked back and it made it land in front, or if I'm just mistaken, but looked like it definitely caught him off guard at the end right there. And a quick 2 games for Nephew.
Dark Neff is in the house right now because he is looking completely unstoppable. Remember, he won his set, was it 3-1, I think it was, and now is trying to 3-0 Chris T. And like I said, Chris T is largely considered one of the strongest players in the West Coast here for Street Fighter 6 right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He looks just so strong up against Noah the Prodigy. He barely did anything wrong, and Nephew has just been so dominant in this set. It's quite a shift. Oh, Brazilian long distance, and then the drive rush check. Give me that so normal.
Now just the drive rush, yeah, using that fireball, of course. That's punishable. Oh no, he went for the walk-up throw. And Chris is gonna get the punish on that. Does go for the frame kill that time for the meaty overhead. Neff recognized that with standing light punch, so he was ready for it.
And Neff, he's abusing the burnout plus frames right now. Drive impact, take it to the wall. And that's all she wrote, I'm pretty sure, as long as Nephew got these clean. Oh, he just throw resets. Never mind.
Okay.
Nephew might be sending a message.
Dude, he's getting a little frisky here,
Man,
dude.
maybe the dark side ain't just a nickname no more. Maybe it's a lifestyle.
Right? Oh, man.
Oh, and then the overhead. I don't know, man. He
think-
seems like it's lights and water included in Chris's head right now.
Yeah, I just imagine that throw reset. If he's on stream, he just probably chuckled a little bit. You know, he's like,
You know?
You know? Oh, man.
He disturbed the
Chris.
force with that chuckle.
Chris is just having so much trouble. Finally gets an opening here in the neutral. Gonna spend the level 3. Try to put Nephew as close to burnout as possible. Don't do a meaty fireball though, because Nephew will have that level 3 ready to go on reaction.
Yeah, I respect it. You got to switch the momentum as hard as you can right now, and that's how hard Chris T could do it.
Oh, almost had that whiff punish. Was so close to getting that whiff punish. That would have been the end of the game because Chris cannot get hit on a confirm right now. Neff can easily go into the level 3. Is this gonna kill?
Medium kick. It's just a normal special in the super. I think he's dead, fam. Oh, not yet. Oh, but a throw bait at the end to put the nail in the coffin. Nephew 3-0. what dominant fashion right there. And it's tough. I think Jury's crush medium kick outranges Ken by a little bit. So a lot of times when you're trying to look for yours as Ken, you kind of got to walk into that crouch medium kick range. And that's what it looked like right there. Just beautiful buffer behind it from Nephew and confirming that level 3. Man, he is looking unmesswithable.
Am I mistaken that Chris only won 1 round that entire set? I think it was 2-1, 2-0, 2-1, 2-0 right there. So that was a clean, dominant win from Nephew. So Chris now is going to have to put in the work on the loser side. Fortunately, he's in losers finals. He only needs to win 1 more match to get back to the rematch against the Nephew. But if he does manage to get there, he will have to win 2 sets.
Yeah, man, and I'm trying to think of like what can be done differently, right? It feels like you kind of want to switch a lot of the game plan up, but we'll cross that bridge if we get to it, right? Because he's gonna have to go through the winner of JD and Noah the Prodigy, but that is gonna be happening when we get back from a little break, everybody. So don't go anywhere. Clayton the Matcherino codes, ! Matcherino in the chat, and we'll be back with some more Street Fighter 6.
What is good, everybody? We have some more Street Fighter action coming to you guys right now. It has been just some crazy matches and not really going the way that I've been expecting it so far. But I mean, what do you think of the way that it's been unfolding so far, Ringe?
Yeah, man. I think seeing the Akita over Samurai caught me a little bit by surprise. Obviously, Akita more than capable of doing so, but just the clinic he put on with Dawson, the way he kind of took advantage of what Samurai was looking for, was just extremely impressive to me. JB able to take it over Chris CCH. I thought that was going to go to game 5 personally, but JB just showing the experience and the control of Rashid super well. And then he did it to Strider as well, right? 3-1. I was expecting both of those JB sets to be closer, but he's just showing his prowess on the character, taking advantage of other people while the character's new as well, right? He's got that advantage here while the character is still fairly fresh. And now he's going to have to take on Noah, rocking the beta character. Luke, from the beginning, has always felt strong, and he remains strong today.
Yeah, absolutely. And Noah, again, what a story for a player right here. Showed up at EVO one year at, what was it, like 9 years old or something like that, and was, you know, beating a whole bunch of people to the point where everybody who was beating him on stream was like booing him like on the stage. Chris G eventually had to put an end to Noah the Prodigy's run at EVO. And they were booing Chris G, and he was like, whatever, dude.
Yeah. He's like, you think I'm going to get Hulk smashed by this 9-year-old? Like, come on, bro. I'm not going to let that happen to me. And Noah, to this day, plays like a Hulk player.
Yeah, I mean, look, Luke's arms, I mean, those are pretty big, right?
That's what I'm saying. Baby, doing a great job right now, running away with the first round. Rashid kick to seal it.
Yeah, more damage on the ground hit when you get that full animation. And so JB, yeah, looking really strong with that perfect to start. But again, Noah hasn't stopped playing fighting games since then. So I mean, his brain is fighting games for more than half of his life at this point. So
I was gonna say, like, his brain developed with fighting games in mind. You know, like that's some stuff right there.
Oh man. Right. He was raised by fighting games, basically. Ooh, okay, yeah, JB was not expecting that.
I didn't for real play fighting games till I was like 19, you know? Like, so it's wild to think about for me.
Yeah, he's 18, you said?
Yeah, I think 18 or 19, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, man. Right. I mean, sorry, JB, gotta find. I keep calling. I had that problem with GamerB and Adon. I used to keep calling Adon GamerB, you know, and vice versa. So, but JB having trouble getting in that round there. So 1 round apiece now between the two.
Yeah, it was great discipline from Noah to not take the bait on the neutral jump instead just anti-aired. Really set him up to end that last round, and again, clean stuff. Trying to jump in, no check from JB. Again, we know the anti-air trouble of Rashid.
Yeah, that heavy flash knuckle, let it charge all the way. It does get those plus frames. You see people try to perfect parry a lot of times, but they miss it. And then, oh, speaking of perfect parry, there we go. We get the side switch and set up the SR.
What are we gonna do now? Oh, Noah tries to take to the sky. That's not a way to escape, bruh. Look at that juggle from JB. Masterful.
And he's still burned out too, so gotta watch out for the drive impact out of nowhere. What? That hit behind? Well, okay, never mind. I was gonna be surprised about hitting behind, but you know.
That crouch fierce reaches up there, bro. Hey, all the way into the crevices.
Yeah, and then Rashid did it with the heavy spinning mixer, so I was like, all right, you know, tit for tat, right, basically.
Burns himself out, but he puts JB on a striker throw away from death, but JB does clutch out the anti-air there, and we got a level 2. Will this just be enough chip? Is he gonna send it? He doesn't even need to. Oh, into the true block string. Perfect amount of chip from JB. That was a dissection of the remaining health you had.
That was definitely one of those checkmate situations. I wonder if as it was floating towards him, Noah could have tried to shoot some sandblasters into it just to take away some of the hits, but yeah.
That was like the most Debo energy that Rashid's ever gonna have. Like literally just send the tornado, do something.
Oh man. All right, so Rashid, I did it again. JB did take round game number. You know, I'm gonna stop talking. Never mind.
Oh, a little spacing shot perhaps from JB. I don't know. Caught Noah's attempt. And then again, that's plus, baby. You didn't perfect parry those. It's still my turn.
Man, JB there just running all over Noah. JB also looking like he's been playing kind of on fire. Remember, he started in the loser's bracket because of the points that we gained during World Warrior. He hasn't lost a set here yet, you know, in this top 8, technically speaking.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point to bring up. JB, like you said, started in loser's bracket, harasses them with the elbow drop. Oh, yeah, I felt the low in my bones coming that time.
Okay, doesn't go for any fancy setup. Yeah, just goes for the tick throw, the throw loops. Here we go. Tried it again. I appreciate that, because if you're getting ODDP, it's really not that much damage, and it's going to put Noah closer to burnout anyway. But look at the range. Rashid, I thought he had the stubby buttons with that crouching medium kick, finding its mark.
That crouching medium kick ain't bad. He's part of the 7 frame club. They like pressing it in gaps like that.
It's so funny to say like that 1/60th of a second makes such a big difference, but in this game it does, dude.
Especially with a lot of like the light buttons and stuff are like -1 and -2, like the little frames they add up, you know, in these situations.
Ooh, I think he was trying to drive rush, might have just missed it. You know, that happens to me a lot. I'm like trying to raw drive rush afterwards and it just doesn't come out. What a perfect parry, but he forgot. More hits there, more hits coming.
Yeah.
Gotta respect those.
When you get the perfect parry on the multi-hitting move, you have like a 5 frame window to do something, but you gotta do like something invulnerable to projectiles or whatever you're dealing with. Usually.
Look at this, JB at match point to take this 3-0 over Noah and go up against Chris T.
Yeah, JB looking so dominant, like the transplants, bro. Nephew and JB doing heavy lifting right now.
That's true. Chris might be the last true SoCal or West Coast native, I should say, to try to take this.
Oh, and that's blocked, and yeah, big punish, -8 in that situation. Yeah, he's just harassing with these drive rush light kicks through the crouch ones. I really like JB's game around that. Oh, that's the stand heavy kick we saw look forward in earlier sets. And this is why. Look at the reward here. We finally see a Rashid level 3 to take the set.
Wait, what was that? I've never seen that before. I've never seen that animation before, dude.
New DLC just dropped. JB exclusive.
Oh, that's what the maintenance was yesterday. Was adding that for Rashid, basically. No, but good, dude. Rashid is looking. I'm sorry, JB. It's
Oh man, I want to do like is it the Office meme where I show you 2 pictures and like tell me the difference? And
oh yeah, they're the same.
Put up Rashid and JB, bro.
There's a reason why one of my online names was JC Nile at one point in time, okay? Because look, my brain, dude, my brain. But I mean,
you don't gotta do that to yourself. That's
dude,
mean.
JB is looking fantastic here. I can't believe how much he took him out. And you know what? I mean, to be fair, we were talking during the break. Noah was just playing a match in another tournament and had a close match as well. I wonder if that actually affected him in any way or not.
You know, I would say, but he was playing against Joe Umarogan, and they have quite the rivalry, and he lost that match. So, you know, when it's a person you really don't want to lose to, that could, I think, maybe carry over into other matches more so than usual losses. But unfortunately, that is the end for Noah, and we got JB and Chris T in losers finals. He's gonna pop it, and man, the first fireball just gets kicked in the mouth with the sandals.
Yeah, let's see if Chris can come back from that previous match, because Nephew, like I said, 6 rounds to 1 round, and then JB coming from basically the opposite, tactically winning 6 rounds straight for him. So both of them coming into this match from very different sides of lopsided wins.
And JB's like 9-2 in this top 8 right now, right? It was like 3-1, 3-1, 3-0. Like,
yeah,
he's really winning these sets in dominant fashion.
Here we go, baby. Now with the corner, nice wake up. Okay, Chris showing that he is not gonna sit there and take a lot of this mix up here. Try to get the juggle off the DP, not far enough.
Oh, Chris beats him to the punch right there. Unfortunate drive rush timing, it seemed like, for JB. Doesn't have the level 2, so level 1 won't kill. He just tries to go into DP. JB pop it off with his own. Level 2, how you gonna deal with this?
Chip.
Yup, indeed.
And then Chris
he
just
ate the
got
overhead
hit
at the
by the
end.
over. Yeah, I think Chris was probably just like thinking, oh man, I'm probably just gonna get chipped out. I gotta try something. And so he was probably just trying to do something in that situation.
Indeed, and then JB has been looking surgical on the Rashid.
Sorry, doing so much chip.
That
Not
was
as
sick,
much
though.
as when Rashid first dropped. With that one glitch, but you know, we got that taken care of right away.
That's for sure. Oh, the hezzy right there, but the stay medium punch wasn't in range. Wow.
Yeah, oh, but here we go, DP. So Chris gonna get the win with that throw right there. 1 round apiece. All right, let's go.
Very fast round. That's what Christie's looking for here. Get into the corner, do the damage you're looking to do. JB, though, the one that strikes first on the crouch medium kick. I love that jab, bro.
Yeah.
It goes so far.
It's so Tokido, right? Tokido was the one that was doing that so much with Ken early on.
The Mayweather jab, bro. It goes so far. You just gotta like put up a wall with it.
Here we go. The side switch gets the throw and sets up that level 2 once again. You just gotta sit there and hold that because it lasts forever.
Oh.
Gets the throw. And you know what? Honestly, if you're Chris, I mean, that's not terrible, but you are in the corner. And look at this. JB's like, okay, you know, 1 throw isn't bad, but 3, that's a problem.
And he still doesn't even escape for free. He'll take it, though, at the very least. Gets to start his offense. No DP. That was an empty jump from JB as well. That would have been dangerous. Oh, actually dashes it into the drive impact. Very unfortunate here. And Chris strikes gold. He's going to make sure he mines all of it.
Yeah, and it's a burnout, too, so this is a dangerous situation. Rashid does, JB has that level 1 ready to go. Oh, it missed! The Tatsu missed, but he's still gonna get the hit. Not enough to kill, but chip damage now. Yeah, nothing JB could do at that point. That was gonna be chip guaranteed.
Yeah, I wonder if he tried to mash out the level 1. We saw a counter hit. He tried something. Man, that was dangerous. Chris T clutching out the first game. Oh, caught him, and he just committed to the drive rush on the 3rd light as well. Fortunate hit.
Cool trade, and look at this. JB just lands with a back throw. Baits out the ODDP. Oh boy. Here we go, the setup. What is it? Oh, what a frame kill. Interesting.
He's got all kinds of wild frame kills. Oh, apply that pressure, the hezzy on the jab that time. Yes, indeed. He's just smacking him. Iceberg Slim with the jabs right now. Ooh, and the super minimum scaling, baby. That's enough damage.
That's what Rashid does to you, man. I mean, like, there's a lot of characters in the game with that kind of archetype, you know, the Rashid, the Kimberlys. They just get you in the corner, and it's just like, what am I supposed to do? The mix-ups are so elegant, you know, and
Yeah.
so
No, elegant was just a funny way to describe it, but you're right.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm a mix-up guy. That's why I laugh, though. Yeah. Well,
there's
harassing.
just so many layers to the mix-ups, you know what I mean? There's like
Oh, yeah.
7 branches that can go in. Oh, I can empty into low, I can empty into throw, I can overhead into overhead. It's crazy, dude. It's just there's so much depth to the mix-ups.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
nice.
layers can really go deep. Just see right now. Oh, gets caught trying to apply that drive rush pressure into the level 2. This stuff from JB right here is gonna be able to control it up.
Tried to throw him before the Isar got to him. What a whiff punish with that heavy kick.
With the level 1, that's enough damage. Yes, indeed. I really like the Chris T just woke up and blocked the tornado, right? Because I think a lot of the time your instinct is to walk back, and that creates like that gap where JB can kind of throw you. I wonder if him just not moving kind of prevented that option.
I mean, let's put it this way. If we had run block like in a Guilty Gear Strive kind of game, like that would be the best tactic.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I see Isar, I try to walk towards it and block at the last second. Unfortunately, I eat it most of the time because I just misjudge the range, but you know, the idea is there.
Drive rush jab right there. Just trying to catch JB checking. Putting out an extended hurt box.
The throw tech from Chris, ready for it, and JB not ready for that throw tech.
Tried the hezzy right there
what?
instead. He's not gonna get the
Gonna
full
get the
animation. He
juggle,
gets another
yeah.
juggle here. Oh,
Not enough
DDP.
to
He
kill
just takes
just
that.
yet. Oh, JB bet it. JB bet it.
He's usually spot on with the bets, right? He usually ends up making more than he loses, but that time Chris T had the read.
Just bet right there. So JB stood for that time. Instead of just block, he was just bet. So
Right now. I picked it up when you put it down the first time. I was like, I got it, JB. I see you, JC. I see you, JC, on JB. I get you, lady. Oh. Yeah, that could have been fortunate for JB, but he was committed to the wall cling. If he just like landed from a jump, he might have been able to expose that stand fierce. Oh, let's get it though. Let's get it.
Catches
the parry.
Counter throw, and it does so much damage. 2,040 damage for most characters on a regular punish counter throw.
20% of your life.
Right. Okay, Chris now with the corner pressure. Wow. Again, baiting out the ODDP.
The reads are very on point from Chris T right now. He finally turned the little Dirk on. Starting to feel it. Catches him flinching right there as well. How much we want to spin. He drops the Jinrai combo. And the light kick counter hit. Beautiful stuff from Chris right there. That light kick is a deadly button.
Yeah, that is more of what I'm used to seeing from Chris, that super aggression when he gets in the corner. So I'm glad to see that right now. Obviously, he's up a lot, so he's feeling comfortable, a little bit safer. But, you know, that's what I see from Chris a lot of times when his Ken is on point.
JB does find an open up towards the end of the level 2. Establishes a throw as well. This is a hefty life lead he's building here. What's Chris T gonna bet on? Just still disciplined down back and tries to escape after the first jab there.
Yeah, that hezzy between the jabs that you keep mentioning. JB is doing so well with that. And now you've got to deal with this thing. I
love that. Quick landing, throws the parry attempt. JB, we ain't going quietly into the night.
Ow. Again, you know, obviously you see a lot of players talking about how much they dislike perfect parries, but man, you know, if you do get thrown out of that, that thing hurts, dude.
Oh yeah. It's a hefty punish, and it needs to be, right? Like the parry is a very powerful
yes, absolutely. In fact, I would almost be okay if it did more.
The way it's feeling, right?
Yeah.
And again, JB trying to escape one way or another. The jabs were there.
Okay. Finally, JB there, busting out with the ODDP and not getting baited by Chris. Oh, he went for the light Jinrai right there. JB tried to check it in between, but went with the medium button instead of a light. Oh, just made it under.
And that was Fuego, bro. Oh, and the clean whip punish with the sweep, and then he calls out the parry attempt. What a call out.
Burns him out, too. It was since it was a punish counter, I was able to burn him out, and he got the DP at the last second. Oh, boy, what a reaction.
Patience and reactions. House the Terry, and shout out to Tasty Steve. Oh, and the bait.
Yeah, okay.
And then gets the parry attempt. My goodness, Chris T, he's reading him right now, but just as I say that, JB switches up the books.
Yeah, with his own wake up level 1, we've seen Chris do that a couple of times.
Yeah, these short compact drive rushes, he don't want to overcommit. Wants to recover in time in case JB pops off.
Oh man, I swear it feels like
Look
Chris
at him.
has infinite drive meter, dude.
He's just
Finally
doing it.
burns himself out, yeah.
That was like 4 drive rush jabs in a row. He just carried him to the corner with that.
Oh man.
What a parry! Perfect timing in the neutral on the crouch medium kick.
And you're still burned out. This is scary.
Chris is on to that meter. No anti-air from JB. Again, it's scary. Anti-air with his character, and he's abusing it right now.
He was so close on those jumps. He didn't feel like he had enough time to walk back maybe into the mixer. But, that's going to hurt.
And after all those drive rush jabs, JB tries to parry a final one, and Chris switches it up to a direct throw, getting the punish counter on the parry. That was great conditioning. That's exactly when he needed to switch it up. Good stuff to Chris T. JB falling short. Definitely one of, I think, everybody's favorite players in the scene. Big ups to JB for holding it down, all of the World Warrior. I hope TNS isn't over. I hope you go and crush that tournament, my man. Definitely hope to see him in the future as much as possible. But Chris T, he has earned his run back up against Nephew, who won in convincing fashion in that winners finals. Wouldn't you say, Nathan?
Nathan
Agrees.
You know what Nathan's comment on this is? feed me. That's his comment right
Oh,
now. So.
did Nathan get hit by the daylight savings? Was he like, bruh, it's my time to eat, and it's like an hour later? Bruh, yeah. I've been seeing the TikToks of that joint, like all the cash just sitting at their bowl, like, it's time, bro. Like, it's time. Like,
for sure, dude. Daylight, dude, I can't wait. I mean, they keep talking about like potentially getting rid of daylight savings, dude. I can't wait if they finally get rid of that thing, dude. So it's like no one cares anymore, dude. But you know what? We all still care about these match. Are we through all these Matcherino codes right now? Are we through these Matcherino
I'm not
codes?
sure, but you can double check that in the meantime. Oh,
Three
we got
codes
it.
remaining. Come on, guys.
Oh, no, it's
Three
zero.
codes
It's zero.
remaining.
We got the
Oh, it
refresh.
is zero? Oh, okay.
We got the stream up. Thank you, everybody, for doing your part. Big ups to Raph on the direct contribution. Andrew Markle, I think it was, on the direct contribution.
Yeah.
You named them earlier.
And Reedus as well.
Oh, Reedus!
League, yeah. With the $5 donation.
My
he
man.
says, claim this codes where I fire you. So, yeah, Reedus
He'll
always threatening to fire people all day. So, shout out.
I've seen him do it. Don't test him. I've seen him do it.
I mean, he's done it to me before. No, I'm just kidding.
That's where I saw him do it. I experienced it.
Yeah.
But nah, man, yeah, this grand finals, Nephew and Chris T, two of the best players in the world right now, meeting for a qualification spot at Capcom Cup 10. $2 million, over $2 million in total prize pool. The first place is $1 million. Taken away, walking away with it. And Nephew, I mean, he won 3-0 in winners finals, right? If you missed the way we kind of introduced that set in SFL, they came down to a best of one recently between the two teams. Nephew pulled it out by the skin of his teeth there. In the World Warrior 5, they met up. Nephew won in that set. So it's looking like he has Chris T's number right now. If that has to change at any time, it has to be now.
Yeah, and man, $1 million, man. If you asked me back when I was playing Street Fighter 2 in San Bernardino at the little Laser Blast arcade, that one of these days somebody in my lifetime, at least, you know, that someone was gonna win $1 million for winning a Street Fighter tournament, man, you know. I believe we could have gotten to that point, but I thought I would have been long and dead by then, you know. But to have it happening 2023 is just wild, honestly.
I feel that, man, for sure. Like I obviously started later than you did, but I would imagine being in a position that was similar to yours and being like, yeah, that'll happen eventually, but I ain't gonna be around to see it, right? Like I think I would have had a similar mindset to you. So it's just really cool to see how fast the fighting game community has grown, honestly. Like, I think we kind of don't pat ourselves on the back enough for that sometimes, right? Because, like, people want to compare it to other esports in certain ways, and that discourse I'm pretty sick of. Like, I just want to give us credit for getting as far as we already have come, you know what I mean? Like, we've done a lot of dope things, and a lot of the community has helped out other community members when they've had some of the worst trials and tribulations of their life, you know what I mean? I think that's probably the most important thing at the end of the day. So big ups to everybody that has been a part of it so far.
Yeah, and a lot of it, which is really good too, is honestly we've done it so organically.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, with the Evos, the CEOs, like we even just saw, you know, obviously the respawn that just happened this last weekend in the Dominican Republic. Like all of these events, like the capital investors can't take these away from us, because like Combo Breakers run by Rick Thayer, the Hado, Jabali's running CEO, and as long as he can keep doing it, he's gonna keep doing it, and so nobody could take this away from us. So we're just gonna keep growing, and I love that. I love that about the FGC.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, and I mean, I think we forget just because there's so many things that are coming up in the fighting games, right? We got betas for different games coming out. We got Tekken 8 on the horizon and whatnot. But we're gonna have a brand new Evo. Like, don't forget, they were like, hey, like, there's gonna be another Evo, like at a different location, right? Like, so the stuff that's on the horizon for the FGC, it's looking fantastic, right? I think the Disguised group for the esports with Disguised Toast and whatnot, I think they just announced they were getting into the FGC a little bit. That's what I could tell from the Twitterverse. But we are going to take a quick break before we get to this grand finals. Everybody, spread the news. Let everybody know what's going down very soon. As soon as we get back from the break, Chris T versus Nephew for Capcom Cup 10. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to the World Warrior US West Edition. This is indeed the regional finals. We are crowning a Capcom Cup 10 qualifier here today, and we have arrived at the grand finals bracket. It's going to be Nephew versus Chris T. Nephew in the winner's side of things already took down Chris T 3-0 in winners finals, so big adjustments are going to have to come out from Chris T's side. Of course, I am Ringe, joined by James Chen, bringing you our home region's World Warrior qualifier. I couldn't be happier, bro.
Yeah, one of these guys is going to make it. It's either going to be Nephew or Chris T, but like you said, Chris T not only is going to have to win 2 sets, obviously you need to knock a player into loser's bracket before you can actually eliminate them, but he lost this first matchup against Nephew 0-3 and won only 1 round in that whole entire sequence. And you've been outlining the history, you know, at Street Fighter League and like at other events that Nephew just seems to be holding just seems to be having Chris's number right now. So let's see if Chris, I mean, if any time he's got to make the adjustment, now is the time.
And Nephew is looking to put a dagger through the House Tatarian seal, bro. See if you can do it, of course. Like you mentioned, winner side advantage for Nephew. He just got 1 set to win, while Christy's hoping to figure out something quick to reset the bracket. Showing right away that he's willing to bust out with that ODDP. Nephew going in for the standard jury throw loop over there. Yeah, remember, he represented the ODDP early in the last set as well. It was on the fireball driver expression, but nonetheless, now Nephew.
The way Nephew uses that standing heavy punch from jury is that move
lethal.
Is just
it's lethal, my man. Ooh,
yeah.
And then just walks up and throws. Thanks for 20%. Nah. He tried to call out. He was trying to read a fireball, something like that. Nephew not committing to anything. Neutral got the prenup.
Right, so Nephew trying to continue exactly what. Oh, I love that. I love that. Good reaction. And now, yep, 2,000 damage on that throw.
Consistent answer that Ken has to that fireball in the neutral right there. And Nephew, he's going to be burnt out from even this level 2 right here. Great management from Chris, not even spin the full 3. Oh,
yeah, just goes for it because I think he knows that Nephew's probably not willing to spend the resource for this round at the point, right? So just gonna take that. Yeah, I don't think there was any reason for Nephew to go for a level 1 to blow up that drive impact. I think Chris kind of knew that too.
Yeah, definitely. Nephew was just content to hold his meter. He was at such a life deficit. Let's spin it in round 3 when we start at neutral ground. President Big stand fears back. Nephew might be looking for the parry after that Fuha botch string going forward because of that.
Nice. Okay, just drive rush right in there for the throw. Here we go, corner situation. And now, again, Chris right away with the wake-ups. That's twice in a row, not giving Nephew really any chance. And now Nephew burned out here again, so gotta watch out for...
whiff punish and the crouch confirm as well. Doesn't have 3 bars, so he just goes into the Shuken. Oh, and again a whiff punish. And again another crouch confirm. He's trying to build to the level 3. He does. That's going to juggle properly. Nephew here. He's going to be bleeding heavily. There's a pixel of health left. Still burnt out.
But also has that critical guard on deck, which could... Oh, what? Oh, my God. Oh, he wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting the run of the DP out of nowhere. Nicely done by Chris. And now Chris already doubling the number of rounds that he has won in that first set. Yeah. So this is really, really big for Chris.
Indeed, right. Especially you get an early start here, so you can get into a good mindset, right? You don't want to have to come back from behind on Nephew after he's already won a set, after he's already had winner side grand finals advantage. This is the start Chris T needs.
You know, these perfect parries on Hadouken from Nephew's side.
Yeah, he's on point with it. He talked a little bit about that in our winners interview, how, you need to be able to shut down the fireball drive rush from Ken, and perfect parry will do that. And that time, he just baits out the ODDP after the step kick.
Yeah, Nephew has tried to go for the throw 3 times after that step kick, and so I think that was a pretty safe read from Chris, but Nephew remembering the storyline as well. He's like, yeah, he's seen it 3 times, so I'll bait it this time.
And you see, that's something that you could do if you're Christy and you know Nephew's looking for these perfect parries on the fireball and then trying to shut down your forward advancing pressure. He just goes with a dragon lash after, catches Nephew off guard a little bit, rides it to victory.
And so now Chris coming in here already, winning 3 rounds straight. Definitely looking a lot different than what he was before. But remember, in that last match, I was saying I was seeing shades of classic Chris T. And as I say that, I'm commentators cursing him again because Nephew is just, oh man, oh. Sorry, Chris. All right, Chris, he needs some work, man. He needs to do something here. Things are looking bleak.
House of Tatarian depends upon you, Chris. Nice, another consistent answer like we said before. Now we got the corner pressure. He's trying to switch up the jab time. He's catching Nephew off guard, but instead does find a crouch medium kick. We still got control of this corner. Oh, level 3.
Get some good damage off of this. Really no effects on the drive gauge over here. Just wanted to get a big lead.
And then they're respecting the fireball, but doesn't bet on it still being there.
Oh, there's that jab stop right there. Trying to bait out a wake up ODDP. And here comes Nephew now. Just drive rush all the way in there. Oh, yep, get to the other side.
And what a run stop low by Chris to take advantage of that scramble. I mean, he was a little bit more prepared for it, right? Because I think he planned for the OD Datsu to kind of thwart the DP. So it's great stuff from Chris to take advantage so quickly.
Yeah, Chris hearing all this talk about how Nephew has his number, maybe lit a fire under him, because look at this. He is starting off strong. Fakes the overhead, meaty overhead setup, and goes for the run stop throw instead. That's going to be punishable.
Look at Chris T wins. You talked about Nephew having his number and not me. All right, James? Deal?
Sure. You know what? But the way the day's been going, calling, you know, JB Rashid all day and stuff, you know, it's all good. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is good stuff from Chris right now. He has another life lead. Nephew low on the drive gauge as well. He's looking to abuse it. He thought Nephew would pop off. I think he used the heavy Jin ride trying to bait something out, but good discipline from Nephew.
Ooh, nice cross cut right there from Nephew. Tries to bait out the throw. Oh, and throws the parry right there for the punish counter again. 2,000 plus damage in that situation. Oh, a missed time on that parry, and it's gonna burn Nephew out.
And Nephew's been so consistent with perfect parrying the fireball. Such an unfortunate time to miss it, but a backdash called out the Dragon Lash and punished it clean.
Surprised he didn't go for the Feng Shui engine, you know, just to try to maybe get some mix-ups, but the raw EX, as soon as he got his meter back, is gonna take it.
Yeah, ends up being a long-term dub for Nephew, right? Because he's very close to having the Feng Shui now. And Chris, a rare anti-air miss, usually so consistent with the DPs. Oh, and they got caught flinching.
You see the delay? You see that delay on the drive rush low? Shades of Jewa that we see from Asia all the time.
Exactly, man. There's that timing, right? Players have that fuzzy timings when they see drive rushes where they tech or press buttons at certain times where they feel like it's safe. If you delay your button timing a little bit, you can kind of blow up those button presses. Nephew doing a great job here. Still staying alive in this first set, right? You want to make Chris T earn as many games as he can in this first one. Of course, ideally, he brings it back 3 straight.
Right. And you saw Chris right there with also that little syncopated timing. Oh, and you know, he uses the drive impact for the punish counter to get even more gauge damage, and so he burns Chris out. So smart.
Yeah, the way this is looking right now, I don't know, man. I feel a 2-2 coming quick. Nephew controlling this corner.
Yeah, that's the worth the trade.
Yeah, he be doing that, bro. The fireball in the corner gets the level 1, especially on the trades. Chris T, how much magic you got in this pixel?
Too far for that one overhead, and that miss right there was enough to kind of change the momentum, give Chris a chance for this comeback. He's sitting on 2 bars. He was scared of the fireball.
Oh, and Nephew calling out the fireball on his side with a dive kick. 1 round away from tying up the set. Nephew
trying to make it look like that winners finals match again. Trying to win 2 games in a row in dominating fashion. But here comes Chris. Chris is fighting back. And like I said, Chris definitely looking a lot more confident than he did in that winners finals match.
Especially off that whip punish right there, and then gets the throw bait successfully. Keeping all the meter at his side right now. Back throw. Chris T, you could tell, man, the energy. He gets him again, though. Trying to parry after the foo-ha, apparently.
Oh, what a smart decision right there. Yeah, nephew, only recourse of action would have been to level 1 or to parry that drive impact.
Now reset point for Chris T here. Oh, again, nephew, you see that timing on the drive rush as we were talking about. Oh, and then baits out the super. This is going to be big damage if he wants to. Yeah, he wants to.
Yeah, let's just pull out the level 3 here. Also give him some time to build that drive gauge back. But this is a dangerous situation. Look at that, 50% damage. Oh, I thought Neff was going to have the DP. Didn't quite have it there. Wasn't ready for that jump back in the corner.
Oh, but he wasn't ready for that one. Yeah, and Chris, he didn't want to commit to a drive rush right there. It would have burnt him out. So he just poked with the crouch medium kick. Speaking of burnout, though, nephew eats a fireball and a conversion. We're in the corner. He has no meter, fam. This could definitely be Chris T's game. Oh, you can't let him out of the corner, though. No anti-air. He tried to bust out. The pressure, the moment got to him a little bit too much. 2 anti-air situations not taken advantage of. Oh, man.
Nephew reading the attempt to try to steal the turn with the ODDP, and he just double jumps and makes it right over Nephew now. I mean, we are at reset or tournament Capcom Cup game now.
Yeah, maybe he was scared of the dive kick from Jury. I don't know, but either way, Nephew here.
Oh, here we go, the walk back on wake up, yep. Doing the defensive shimmy right there. But now getting back thrown here, Nephew trying to get the corner position for himself. Gets a shimmy of his own. Here we go.
Nephew is rolling right now, man. He's got the corner and again that fierce. Just impeding any progress from Chris T and then throws him as he conditions him. Capcom Cup point for Nephew.
Nephew just spotting Chris 2 games or something because he 3-0'd him on winner's side. Now on the verge of potentially doing a reverse 3-0 here. Yep, doesn't let him jump out for free, but Chris is out, but then gets counter hit.
The timings of all this pressure. Finally, he catches him whiffing a stand fierce. You got to make the most of this corner situation. Does take the tick throw. Oh, and Nephew reaches this time. He's learning a lesson.
Damage right there. Chris now. This is that stagger Ken pressure that he's so well known for in the corner.
Oh,
but Nephew, goodness. Look at this being patient. He is not. Oh, he found the sword normal.
Another drive rush. That should be it. Nephew gets into the level 3. He will be your US West representative for Capcom Cup 10. Congrats to Dark Neff.
Yeah, I love the confidence there. I was like, is this gonna kill? Is this gonna? But you know, it was done, and sure enough, Nephew, almost like he spotted Chris a couple of games right there, but the Nephew coming through, and he will be the representative for Capcom Cup. We have a jury in Capcom Cup now. And again, just amazing play there from Chris T. I mean, he had the match of the tournament against Noah the Prodigy earlier on, and then he got, let's call a spade a spade. He got washed by Nephew in that winners finals match. But then all those matches coming all the way back, it looked like he got his momentum, went up with that 2-0 lead against Nephew. It looked like all things were finally coming into play for Chris, but. As a result, again, you know, the story that I keep telling, couldn't make it to EVO, missed the online premiere, just shy over here. And so now maybe the last chance qualifier will be Chris T's final chance to make it into Capcom Cup alongside like 200, 300 other hungry players.
Oh yeah, exactly. That is going to be the bloodbath of all bloodbaths, right? That LCQ is going to be bonkers. It's going to be as good as Capcom Cup itself. That's one of the beautiful things about having an LCQ at the World Championships of Games, right? Is that tournament delivers on so many levels usually. So we hope to see Chris T there, obviously. Entertain the hell out of me and all of us throughout the World Warrior events. Again, some unfortunate breaks over the course of the CPT season right now, but maybe it'll all come together at Capcom Cup at the LCQ. But now it is Nephew's time. The man is in the building, right? He has qualified for Capcom Cup. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I don't know if we're going to take a quick break before getting him in, but we are going to do a winner's interview with him. And I did get a word that it is going to be a quick break. We're going to set that up. Don't go nowhere. Let's hear from the qualifying man himself. We'll be right back.